Hello there. Welcome to Starpunk Outcast. It's our first episode. There's been a slight little change of plan. As you can see, there are only 3 of our wonderful players. Unfortunately, Too Hard the Bard had to miss this first session due to some personal events, but hopefully they will be able to join us at some point in the future. But for now, we have some wonderful people to go around. But before that, I'm Lorcandoodle Fox. I'm your dungeon master and general purveyor of chaos, murder, mayhem, all of the things that happen. And with me tonight are our wonderful new players. Hello, new players. So shall we start with the new face at the table? You want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
I'm Jess.
Do you want to give yourself like where you can be found or in any projects that you're up to?
Oh gosh. Yeah, you can find me on TikTok at Seriously. And currently releasing a little project called Life Before the Doorway. If you want to check out some queer content. But also just a huge D&D nerd and ready to join this campaign.
Diana?
Hey, I'm Diana. You can find me at Sapphic Stregonona on TikTok or Stregonona is Gay on Twitter. This is the 3rd time that I'm asking people to give me better Twitter handle recommendations because you guys are not doing it, but that's okay. We'll find the perfect fit. Yeah, I'm just really excited to see what we have in store today.
And last but never least, James, take it away.
James, you can find me on TikTok at NiceOneJames. You can also find me experiencing gender euphoria from this little tiny dangly little gemstone. That's all it takes.
All it takes. So, as I said, this is Starpunk's Outcast. It's Starpunk Outcast. It's a brand new campaign. It's equal parts Hunger Games, Treasure Planet, and all-round levels of chaos. It's set in the same universe as our wonderful characters from the Tales from the Starlight Ocean, but we're getting acquainted with a different part of the universe in the Verisk Federation. But without any more things to add to our introduction, I think that it's time to jump straight in to today's session. So, as we come into the world, we see the galaxy sprawled out in front of us. To the far galactic east, the Free Sector, sprawless, lawless lands. To the far galactic west, the Roan Legion, the military blood cult that rules over the galaxy. And sandwiched in the middle is the Verisk Federation, a system of corporations and capitalist ideals that is sickening to the stomach, but completely corrupt with power, stripping worlds for its resources and distributing them everywhere. But in this federation of extreme wealth and extreme poverty, there needs to be entertainment for the upper echelons. So we come to the city of Nefertiti, a small moon city. The entire thing has been converted into a city, all the way down to the core. Above it hangs a barren planet, once the settlement of a beautiful mining colony. Now all that you can see are the giant sculptures that are once mining machinery sticking from the atmosphere as the planet disintegrates below it. On Nefertiti, there is one building known to all who live there. It is a large hexagonal building, steeped in 2 sides with a single tower rising over the top. This is the Ant Farm, home to the greatest spectacle in the entire galaxy, some would say. A weeks-long battle royale that extends far beneath the ground into the moon itself, filled with many combatants. And as we zoom in to this Colosseum, we find a small room. It is sort of lit with an orange light, and as we drift around and see the barren walls, 2 benches on either side, a set of bars pressed up against inky black void, there is a sudden and the doors, these 3 doors swing open, and 4 figures just drop down into this space, collapsing into heaps on their grounds, as our characters, suddenly collapsing onto their knees, find themselves in this empty space. And I would love if as you all get up, would you care to describe what each of you sees? Do you want to go first? Let's go opposite order. So James, you go first.
Solid. All right. So Rose is about 5'7". She's got medium tan skin that's a little bit more golden than is human and long pointed ears. Her hair comes to about her shoulders in golden waves, but now there's one streak of silvery white in the front. She's got bright green eyes and a smattering of freckles, and she's currently wearing, I'd imagine, a somewhat getting tattered or very worn slim black dress with thin golden chains that weave elegantly around her waist.
There is one additional thing. Actually, I'll let you guys do your descriptions before I say that. Do you want to, Diana, you want to go next?
You can't just do that. I mean, like, you can't. All right. So Naomi, often better known by her Street Fighter name Chaser, is a little 5'4" half elf with like big, long, kind of unruly brownish reddish hair. And she's wearing a tank top, and probably at this point she's got tied around her waist like oversized like leather hunting jacket that's like really worn and like just like that baby soft, from being worn out throughout the years. So it like fits you perfectly. And she definitely has probably still like a few like bruises healing. Like there's like half of a black eye that still hasn't healed, even though we've been here for like a week. And then a red handkerchief like tied around one arm that is like doing a very poor job of covering up like some kind of something that has not healed right for sure. She just kind of stands up and dusts herself off.
And lastly,
I think Tennant. He is quite clearly a tiefling. He's got very pale gray, kind of stony skin, dark hair that's kind of streaked with white and kind of cut in like a severe undercut and pulled back in between his horns, which are kind of long and dark and spindly. He's got these orange pupilless eyes. He's got an array of really poorly done, like pirate-themed tattoos across his like arms and chest. It's just a really shitty job. Is wearing a very tattered, like white unbuttoned shirt and leather trousers. He's just shy of 6 foot tall, but you'd never say that. So he's 6 foot to everyone else.
Along with the 3 of you, there is also a sort of motley green-skinned individual who's wearing like the tattered clothing, like beat-up leather armor, and has half a skull tattooed on part of his face. He's a Githyanki, for those of you who know. So he's got like the no nose thing. And he straightens up. The 3 of you notice around his neck is a thick black choker. And as you do, it looks really tight, and you all 3 instinctively raise your hands, and you find similar thick black choker now currently resides around your neck. As you guys look around at this sort of barren, empty chamber.
Tennant is on his hands and knees and has not looked up and has his forehead pressed to the floor and is like,
Yeah, Naomi just kind of gets up, dusts herself off. Like, sons of bitches couldn't let us walk. They had to drop us from, like, what is that, 10 feet? Oh, shit! Rose?
I think Rose is sort of just like in this like, oh fuck me, sort of like rubbing her hair back and goes, oh, Chaser? And then her eyes go to Tenet and she stops and goes, this is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. Are you
Okay.
kidding?
Okay,
It's a
okay.
joke.
I give her a
It's a
hand
joke.
up.
It's a joke.
Well, you didn't volunteer, right?
Darling, do I look like I volunteered? I'm wearing an evening gown.
Okay, that's
Did you volunteer?
Oh, fuck no. You know this thing is this is a suicide mission. No, absolutely not.
Tennant does the like Loki hair flip thing and gets up and locks eyes with Rose and goes, "Ugh,
Don't tell me you were stupid enough to volunteer for this.
no. What the fuck are you doing here?
Whoa,
Doing here. I live not here, nicer than here, but here.
Right. Congrats.
Thanks.
Who are you?
guys, Chaser, hi. You guys know each other, or?
Fortunately, yes.
Yeah, old friends.
I don't know if I'd say, well, nuance. It's fine.
Okay, cool. And I point to the fucking big guy. And, you?
Me.
Yeah. You didn't volunteer, right?
No. Where
Okay.
am I?
I mean, I'm just saying, if you had them, we would all be starting with, one
Volunteer
fewer.
for what? Where am I?
Oh shit. Yeah. You're in the ant farm.
Congrats.
Lothar doesn't know what this is.
It's in the Verisk Federation, darling.
What is Verisk Federation?
Oh,
Oh,
Where are you from? Maybe that's an easier place to start.
Tithar.
Do I have any idea where that is?
You can make a history check if you want.
I think I actually have
Ooh,
proficiency.
actually, with advantage.
Oh, I don't know if I need it, but okay. It's nice playing a character who's not dumb as rocks. That's a dirty 20.
Hey!
I know!
You do know it because it was a recently discussed planet in terms of it was recently discovered inside the Verisk Federation as an untouched planet that could be. I think the nicest way to say what the Verisk Federation do would be harvested.
And sorry, where is it?
It's pretty far from here. It's like closer to Rhone.
Alright, I do my best with the limited knowledge I have to describe sort of where the Verisk Federation is in the galaxy.
We're in space.
oh
Yes.
my god.
Well, I mean, technically we're on a planet, so we're in space in the way that everything is in space. But to get here, you were in space. Yes.
where did you say?
Tithar.
Right. Good luck, buddy.
Well, we're all gonna need it. I mean, this is our team, I guess. So,
Yeah, I'm not staying here.
okay. I mean, listen, I admire the enthusiasm, but nobody gets out of here. The only way you walk out of here is if you walk out with the prize, and not a lot of people do that.
I'm not staying here.
There's a good chance my family will come eventually. We just have to buy time.
Yeah, aren't you?
Family.
I thought you had like a bazillion diplomatic immunities or something. Like,
Frankly, so did I. Politics is tricky, and I will leave it at that.
uh-huh. Cool.
But I mean, I don't really know who has power at the moment back home. But if it's my brother, and he finds out what's happened, I'd like to think he will come for us. I mean, Tenet, you probably won't come home. I'm going to leave you here, so you should probably get used to this homey little environment. But the rest of us, hopefully, I can get us out.
So you're saying the family that you abandoned is going to come rescue you, yeah?
Oh, I was kidnapped, as you well know.
No. That's how I remember it.
Well, clearly our memories differ then.
Lothar leans into you, Chaser, and goes, I feel as though Lothar has been placed in the middle of something incredibly intense.
I feel that as well.
It's fine.
I'm not just talking about the farm.
We're at the farm? What sort of farm is made from concrete?
Oh, okay. Oh, you really are a tourist, huh? Okay. So, you ever have, I don't know how they do things where you're from, like gladiator fights, like people fight and then other people watch and they bet money and sometimes they drink and they just like have fun?
We fight for honor, but I understand the concept.
Okay, yeah. Well, we're gonna be doing that on a really kind of massive scale, and other people are gonna watch us as everyone around us tries to kill us or we kill them.
This does not sound very honorable.
You are preaching to the choir, my friend. You're spot on with that one. But a lot of the game makers and stuff around here, they don't have a whole lot of honor.
I agree with the angsty one that Lothar is not staying here.
Has he talked about me?
Yes, angsty. Is this not the word for someone who is dark and brooding?
I'm not brooding. I'm just pissed off.
Like I said, I have been, I've been, studying these games. I've been offered a spot on a few teams before. Only time I've ever seen somebody make it out is if they make it out with the prize money. So.
How much money?
Do I know how much money? Roughly?
Oh.
Just an ass ton.
Yeah, we're talking about 10 to 15 million.
Okay. Metric ass ton of money, 10 to 15 million gold. So,
One for watching what goes on here. It's not my type of telly. How hard can it be?
There's a as you feel the entire cell around you just suddenly start to move.
Well, I mean, it's pretty tough. I mean, like I said, there's a reason I've never done this, and that's because it's a suicide mission, and I value my life a little bit more than that. So. Cool.
Who'd you piss off to get here? Looking at Rose.
Oh, me? I mean, how much time do we have? I've got a list. And what are you doing? I thought you were off reclaiming your grandfather's legacy or whatever.
Well, yeah. It's personal.
See, it's going well.
Yeah. Shut up.
No, pick me. Fuck off.
A light starts to bloom at the end of the tunnel that you feel your cell moving down.
Start stretching.
And
Tenet hides behind Naomi. Fully hides behind her.
there is a shudder as the cage hits the front, and you're all blinded for a second as lights just sort of fill this sand-covered coliseum. And you see stretching out ahead just swarms of people in the stands. There must be easily 10,000 people in this, staring down. And as you guys stand there, there is this quiet voice suddenly goes, "And hush." And the whole crowd just for a second. "Ladies and gentlemen, and all you NB gems, welcome to the 103rd season of the Ant Farm. Please welcome your host, the conductor." And there's like this small puff of red smoke from the center of the thing, and out from it bursts this figure wearing this large checkered brim hat and this overly flamboyant outfit with a staff in one hand that lights as he spins it around and just goes, thank you so much, and thank you again. It is glorious to be back in front of you wonderful people. Who's excited to get a look inside the ant farm? Cheers just go up, and the whole crowd just goes crazy. Now, of course, you aren't the stars of the show, so we should get about explaining some of the rules. Before that, I should direct all of your attention to the booklets that you so happily purchased from at the entranceway for all of your needs about each of our contestants and every single one of the different people that you could be betting on today. We have an exciting build-up. 120 participants, 30 different teams, mayhem for days. We've overhauled some of the chambers, released some extra beasts down there. It is going to be a spectacular season. There will be blood, there will be gore, maybe there will be some romance. Who doesn't love a little bit? Am I right? That person knows what I'm talking about. One little halfling at the edge just goes crazy. And he just rubs his hands and goes, but I must address our wonderful actors tonight. Hello, actors! And he waves to all of the ring. And as you can see a bunch of other different teams and figures just standing at the edge looking up. Some of them bang against the bars. He goes, welcome to the Ant Farm. Your one-stop shop for your own freedom and wealth beyond anything that you could possibly imagine. And he clicks his fingers and he's just surrounded by piles of treasure. But this all comes at a little bit of a cost. We are going to place you down into the maze in a moment, and you must find your way out. You have 13 weeks to do so, and if you don't by the end of it, well, best get comfortable, I suppose. And the crowds laugh. You may have noticed that you now have some new wondrous apparel. That's simply to check that you're still alive. Don't want you dying, losing us all that money. No, please do die. It would be frightfully boring if you didn't. The second thing to note, my wonderful little people, is that we're going to have some new little additions. I want you to all be introduced to your new best friends. And out of the center of your little chamber, a small little golden orb floats out of the ground and starts floating, and a small light glows and goes, just so that we can see what you're up to down there. What's the point in a festival if you don't get to see the events? And don't bother trying to damage it. Bad things might happen. But if you're going to damage anything down there, I think that our wonderful crews are going to need some weaponry. And he claps his hands, and one of the walls flips over. And there is a selection of items, including some basic swords, short swords, long swords, a couple of axes, but also laid out on a small table next to it are your personal weapons. Any personal weaponry that you may have had on you.
count as a weapon in this situation?
Your loot is there. They
Nice.
know about bardic magic.
I lean in and I'm like, all right, my weapons are right here. What does everybody need?
Look,
Molden's on this table.
Come on.
Lothar is no prisoner. He picks up like a scimitar. It's got this like big pearl at the end, and he like breaks the pearl, and there is a hush moment, and then he just and disappears actually outside the cell. And he points the sword at the conductor and goes, "I will not participate in your games." And the conductor goes, "We have wonderful people for you to, for everybody to battle with today." And Lothar starts running up to him and tries to sweep, but the conductor just ducks from side to side. Does he get a hit in? Nope. Nope. Yes. Lothar, so as the person walks, he goes, "We have wonderful combatants. We have the demon child with a bounty of 10 million, the bounty hunter Doubt, and then a cut goes across his arm, and the conductor goes, I think you've had your fun," and points his finger and just goes, bang. And Lothar doesn't have 70 hit points, so you just watch as he just reaches out his hand and then crumples backwards as blood runs from his eyes and rushes down. And the conductor claps and goes, oh, I'm sorry, my dear viewers. I'm sorry. One down, he turns over and goes, "It looks like Team 24 is going to be down a member." But then again, who doesn't love an underdog? I would love to see the bets on number 24, and he waves up to a screen, and it glows, and he goes, "Oh, 100 people? Seems like some people want you, I suppose," and waves his hand, and it goes off the screen again.
I bet they do.
And he goes, "But as for our top competitor, Rush, the deposed king," and he waves his hand, "that will be team number 3 with almost 200,000 people betting on them. I know who my money is on, but whatever the case, we have to get right down to it, because you're all here not to see me talk, but to have some fun. Am I right?" Crowd goes wild again. "So let's give them a little choice to spice this up." And he clicks his fingers, and from the front, 3 levers rise from the top. He turns and he goes, "Each team may pick a lever, and it will place you at one point in the at the base of the maze. See where you start. See who you start with. Hopefully you don't get anyone too unlucky." And his eyes linger on your cage for a second before moving on. "But whatever the case, I wish you luck, I wish you hope, and I wish everybody else to have an amazing time. So let's get this party started." And he waves his hand and a giant gong sounds.
Can we still see the crowd?
Yeah.
Can I very quickly just scan it and see if I can see like a VIP box kind of situation?
Make a perception check.
I got that rolled forever. That's a 21.
There is a large tower with glowing, like a balcony, and you can see light shining off of it. So you would assume that if there were any VIPs, probably be up there. But you can't see who's up there. It's too high from here.
I don't know if it's going to be seen by anyone that matters, but I am going to blow a kiss in that direction and look very angry.
I mean, that's a good strategy, you know, if we can get sponsors that actually might help us once we're in there. You know, you want people to want you to win, you know?
Yep, that's what I was doing, not sending a very passive-aggressive message to the person who put me in here. But yes, it was strategy.
Oh my
Strategy.
God. We want them betting on us. We want them, because if you can become a fan favorite, it's better. Oh my God.
Listen, Chase,
Oh,
Oh.
did she freeze for anybody else?
She did freeze for me too.
Yeah.
Oh no! Jamie, come back!
Do 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 do.
I will tell her that she's frozen. Oh, I think she knows. Okay,
She
yeah.
knows.
And it's in the middle of
It's such a poignant
incredible
pause.
pose. I know, just let me tell you something. Like
So
The whole-
these tables with the weapons on are in the like outside of our cages in the middle of the like arena.
Yes. No, they're on your cage, so you can just pick up your weaponry.
Okay, so we don't have to like
Cool.
fight weapons.
No.
I was so scared we were gonna have. That's why I was like, all right, what does everybody need? I can go get what.
Yeah, that's how Lothar just picked up his sword.
This
Right.
is true. Good
So
point.
I run over to the table and I pick up my gun, who's called Last Chance, and I just kiss it.
There is 14 rounds of ammunition, but no more.
Okay.
Cool. So, you gonna be okay when that runs out?
Well, I have to make more, but yeah.
You'd have to make. Okay. Cool.
There,
Cool.
but next to it, there are also 6 backpacks.
Okay.
Go back.
Oh,
Jamie, no! Beloved!
beloved. Oh dear. May need to hold off for a second. We're probably all wonderful in the middle of our things right now, but should be fine.
That's okay, she'll be back. Good lord.
What would be an opening to any of our shows without major technical issues?
I mean, honestly, like, we can't, I don't think have we ever had a single episode where, like, this didn't happen? Have we ever
No.
had one where it just was clean all the way through? No, we haven't. So, it's just,
Kind of
wouldn't
hard.
be us if it wasn't glitchy as hell.
I mean, if anyone remembers our very first episode, halfway through, my sister literally turned off our Wi-Fi.
Yep. I do remember that very well. Oh boy. Our first few episodes are literally just all like horribly segmented. Because we kept going live and then shutting down and it was just bad.
It was a wild ride.
It was a wild ride.
Everyone at home got their coffee, got a little sip.
Hell yeah.
Processing the very dark kind of setup you just laid out for us all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, you just killed a dude.
I know.
Yeah.
I did promise you a death.
You did.
That's
Thank
true.
you.
Oh my gosh. That's fine then. If that's how the prophecy comes true, I'm cool with it. I don't need
Oh.
PC death.
Poor guy.
Okay.
Lothar did not know. Lothar does not know what space is.
Unfortunate for him. I
Yeah.
figured, I was like, this guy's our rookie. He's going down. That's what happens when tourists come to the big city, man. They don't know what's going on. And you just get disintegrated.
Tourists in New York just disintegrate.
Oh my god. It's wild.
It's crazy to watch it happen, just like walking down Fifth and suddenly there's just a pile of dust.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was the equivalent of just getting run over by a New York taxi, your
Yeah.
first day in the big
What
city.
happened? You gotta look. Gotta look.
Look
and
left.
go.
Look left, look right, realize that no one cares and run.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I just always follow someone who looks like they know what they're doing. If there's someone who looks like they know what they're doing and they cross, I follow them. I'm like, cool. Very cool. But in Philly, I'll just jaywalk. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do to me?
Yeah. Our wonderful stream producer. I think that we're okay. Yes, let's jump to our break mid screen just for
Yeah.
5 minutes. Double check in with James that they have not been kidnapped. So
This is very
Right.
important.
kidnapped twice.
Yes, twice.
Again.
It's the theme. We take a short break.
Yes. And we're back. We're okay. James did not get kidnapped. Everything is fine, glamorous. Our stream producer is a gem and a half, and everything is fine. The only people who should burn are internet providers.
You're so right, King.
As always. But as we get back to it, the music stops apparently. But as we get back to it, as I was just saying, there are as you look across to the one wall, you see 6 how do you call them? You see 6 bags that seem to contain a variety of stuff. There are the 3 levers in front of you that will start your descent into the ant farm, and there is a wall filled with weaponry.
I'm going to I'll snatch a quarterstaff off the wall, and I'm gonna grab bag number. I just knocked things over. Bag number 3 at random.
Okay. It feels light, but there's something clunky that clicks inside as you pick it up, and I'm going to send you the contents of that in
Cool.
your chat.
I just sling it over one shoulder, and I'm like, all right, guys, pick a bag, and then somebody pick a lever.
I pick up my pistol. Is it just one pistol on the table? Is there any other ammunition or guns or anything?
There is 14 rounds of your ammunition for your gun.
Yeah.
There might be more ammunition and stuff in one of the bags. There aren't any more guns though.
Okay.
There are laser pistols, but.
Okay. I grab bag number 1.
Grab bag number 1. All right.
I would love to grab a short sword, and then I'm sorry, just because I was gone. How many bags are there? Like, what are the number choices?
There are 6 bags, but now there are only 4.
Okay, I will take the last bag. So 6.
Okay. Then I will send you guys all of those items. I definitely texted James recently. There it is. Okay. As you guys pick up your bags, there's clinking and clanking from several of them. As you turn around to face, and you see the 3 imposing levers sitting there.
From my past, watching the games or knowing about is there any kind of strategy here? Has there been in years past, or is it all just kind of random?
This is the first time you've seen them do this. Normally, people either wake up in the tunnels or they are just dropped.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
I grab the middle lever and pulls it.
Middle lever?
Yep.
Okay.
Good
Roll me a d6 then.
That's how much falling damage we take right off the bat.
4? Yay!
Hate that.
Oh no!
Someone had to do it.
It was gonna be me.
It's my favorite one. Okay, there is a soft moment as you feel as though nothing has happened, and then there's and the floor just opens up, and you just feel yourself falling all of a sudden at breakneck speed downwards. You hit a slope and start sliding down pathways, twisting left and right. Does everyone want to give me a dexterity saving throw quickly to see how gracefully you're falling down this chute?
Or
13.
8. No. Yeah, 8.
I missed that, Chaser.
Oh, 12.
12. Okay. All of you are less falling down this chute as graceful acrobats and more as a Gordian knot of limbs. As you twist and smash into each other, crisscrossing around, and you suddenly feel yourselves fall upwards as you're thrown into the air for a second, and then you feel yourself plummeting. And as you look down, you see an expanse of blue, green, blackish water glowing from the base of these like coral fields as you enter into this cavern. And as you go towards the water, there's a soft second right before you hit it where you almost pause in midair, and then you splash down into the water, and just water goes everywhere as you guys sink down suddenly into the water. Just fish scatter everywhere. You see brightly colored clownfish and eels just scatter around and start hiding in anemones and coral reefs. As you guys splash, you hear a few more splashes from elsewhere in the giant cavern. As you all surface into this tiny little air bubble that you're in, and you take a sudden deep breath. And you have officially entered into the ant farm.
Can I look around and see if there's land anywhere?
Yeah, sure. Make me a perception check at disadvantage. It's dark in here. The only light source seems to be coming from the coral, which is actually bioluminescent, all greens and reds.
I do have dark vision if that makes a difference for the
Makes the DC.
Okay. Ah! It fell. Oh, it landed though. That's gonna be bad. Okay. Not as bad as that. A total of 4 with a natural 1.
You can't see any.
Can't see shit.
Can't see any land masses. Like there are a few bits of coral that like are above the water that you could probably climb on. You don't know how happy the fish would be about it, but you could probably sit on them for a breather if you needed.
Yeah, my hair is just so like wet and in my face. Can't see shit. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of splash towards the others to get their attention and be like, we gotta get somewhere defensive now. Start swimming.
Sure. Does it feel like there's a current in this body of water? Or does it feel like a standing lake?
Make me a nature check.
16?
16.
Mm-hmm.
You splash around for a second. It feels like the water is definitely running somewhere. You can't tell where. It feels like it's vaguely going off towards your right from where it is now.
All right. I'll say, JC, do you think we should follow the current? Or are we just trying to get up somewhere?
I think we should get as far away from here as we can right now. So, yeah, if the current makes it easier, let's go.
Tennant's on his back, just floating.
Oh my god.
I splash him in the face.
Water fight.
There are other people who definitely are in here, so we should go.
Lead the way.
Oh.
Come on.
Start swimming.
You guys just going for it? Just swimming?
I guess.
Okay.
Sure.
Yep, that's what you said.
Yeah, that's what we said.
So you guys start to swim. There is a lot of this that you actually have to keep your heads under the water for long periods of time. Give me just a quick Constitution save check from everybody. Not save, check.
11. No. Yeah.
22.
It's a spicy 7.
There's a few moments where the other two have to like drag Rose behind them to the next air bubble.
No.
Oh, am I?
No, it's me, I think.
No,
I think
it was
might be
me.
No, everyone.
It's all of
frozen at the
us.
same time.
Okay. I see all of you now. Everyone's back now, but I
Yeah,
thought it was
okay.
me. And I was like, no.
Global outage. You take as you are moving through, you take like a deep whiff and you realize this is all salt water.
God.
As you're
Ship anywhere, is there?
I don't even want to think about what else is swimming in here.
Funny you should say that.
Hate that.
Great.
As you guys are swimming upriver, being guided by Rose's gasped breaths, you're slowly making your way up the current. What's everyone's passive perceptions?
18.
13.
15.
As you duck under, the light from the coral is quite bright. You can see quite a lot. In the distance, however, you see some orange cracked surface suddenly pick up and start to drift around and sway from side to side as it moves. And another one sort of dislodges in the back. And as you see that, you actually see another team swimming in the same direction as you. They are a halfling, 2 humans, and what looks like a very, very unhappy Kenku.
Do they seem to be minding their own business, or are they like?
They don't seem to have noticed you.
Okay. And is this horrifying vision you've put into my head of what I saw underwater, is that further in the direction that we're going, or is that behind us, or is it kind of just
It's
around?
behind them.
Oh, it's behind them. Are they ahead of us or behind?
They're like far off to your left.
Okay. I'm not gonna warn them. I sort of come up for air and I'm like, swim faster. We need to swim faster right now. Go, go, go.
Really doing my best.
I know you're trying, and you're trying so hard, and you know, I can you really have put on like some like upper body muscle, and I'm really proud of you. But we gotta go. Yeah, I know you have, and it's actually like it's very impressive in such a short amount of time. But I guess you just had a really good teacher. But we gotta go, and I just
Yeah.
swim faster, swim faster.
Okay.
You continue to swim, and as you duck under, you now see very panicked off to one side as you see just a shape come out of the darkness and bite all the way through the halfling as it swims off. And as it does, there is a sort of gurgling in the water beside you as you feel the water heat up, and from the darkness comes this sort of shark with magma running through its skin as it rushes up to you at breakneck speed. And I would love everybody to roll me initiative.
Yeah.
There it
We love-
is.
Baby.
Oh
God.
no.
I actually
Rough.
rolled a good initiative. Holy shit.
I did not do great. That's all right.
That means we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
Ooh, cool.
I'm in shock.
Love it. Love to see it.
Doot. Let me grab that battle music. Okay, so 25 to 20.
23.
Oh my god, you actually did roll well.
I know.
Okay, bestie.
Nope, not Nova. 20 to 15.
Oh no.
15 to 10. 10 to 5.
9.
Okay. And finally, yep,
Ooh.
got it.
Ooh.
Got
The
it.
Tenant's busy helping Rose, and that's why I did shit, and Rose did good.
Sure.
Oh God. Good
Cool.
Lord.
Good lord, what's about to happen?
Good Lord.
Rose, you're up first as you see this sudden shark rush up from the ground, magma running through its skin, this sort of gold glistening energy around its face as it bursts out of the ground. Everybody. Everyone
I'm
froze?
Oh,
We're all
okay.
back.
God,
Okay.
it's only when it matters. So I missed everything you said. I'm so sorry.
This shark rushes out of the dark, this gold glittering energy around its forehead and magma running through its skin. What do you do?
How close is it to me? Like, am I in melee with it?
It is currently about 10 feet away from you. It will probably be in melee with you on its turn.
Oh, then. So I'm gonna, since I think Tenet is probably helping, I'm gonna go behind you and just kind of like try and use him to like push myself in melee with it.
Okay.
I'm protecting him or whatever. Disgusting. I'm gonna make a short sword attack on this bad boy.
Go for it. You like gasp for breath into this tiny little air pocket that's above you.
Sexy 24.
That will hit this thing.
I don't know what's happening. All right, and you know what? Just for fun, right out of the gate, I'm gonna use Psychic Blades to add 2d6 to that.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
So that's 8 psychic and 5 slashing. I don't know what short sword is off the top of my head. And then because I'm a monk, I get a bonus action unarmed strike also. Yes.
You do?
Never played a monk before, so
Have fun.
that's not gonna hit. That's an 8.
That misses. As you like dive into its side, and as you cut it, I would love you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
The worst. Hate that. Oh Jesus, I'm throwing d20s all over the place.
As you cut into it, and this sort of molten red blood spurts out, then you feel the water grow in temperature.
The 9.
9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then you take 2 points of fire damage as it burns into you, but you score along the side and it looks bloodied. But as you do that, you see 2 more of these things emerge from the darkness, and it is their turn. So at the start of their turn, one of them is going to use its bonus action to blink next to Naomi and make an attack.
We can blink?
That's a 23 to hit you.
Yeah, that hits. What's the damage?
That's 10 points of damage.
Oof, okay.
And I will also need a Constitution saving throw because you're in its mouth.
Okay. Oh, it's not good. It's a 9. I can't roll above a 6 on this die, apparently, it seems. Where's my
You
ducky
take
die?
an additional 2 points of fire damage.
Okay. Yay.
The third one is going to attack Rose. That first is going to be a 12 to hit.
It's a miss.
Okay. And the final one is going to try and clamp Tennant in its jaws. So you want to make a strengths, athletics or acrobatics check to try and not be grappled.
Oh, doing acrobatics.
I accidentally put the pirate mix on, but this kind of works.
Honestly, yeah. I hate that they can
Uh,
blink.
17.
17. All right, you don't get grappled as it like scratches by you, grabbing at your leg and rips part of your the lower part of your coat as it skirts past, and you feel it singeing even underwater. And that's their turn. Naomi, you're up.
Okay.
10 minutes, you're on deck.
So, the one that hurt me, I would like to whack him with my quarterstaff. Going right for the eye, baby. That's what you do with sharks. You go right for the eye. So, I'll do that. Oh, okay. That plus 21 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, and I am also going to definitely Flurry of Blows this guy and spend a key point. So I will roll those first and then simply do my damage all in one big shebang because that's easier for my tiny little pea brain to process. So you get 2 unarmored strikes. Do you add proficiency bonus to an unarmored strike? Because it is in fact a fist. Okay, cool. Then yeah, that's going to be a dirty 20 for one of them to hit and a 19 for the other one to hit.
Yeah, those both hit.
Fabulous. Okay, so I'm gonna roll these. Okay. Sorry, math. 7 plus 11, 15 plus an additional 12 is 27 damage total.
27 damage total? Okay.
Yes, and then I also, because I have Drunken Technique, I gain the benefit of a disengage action. So I'm gonna like hit one of them directly in the eye with the quarterstaff, and then just do like 2 like quick jabs to the nose, and then I am going to back the fuck away from this thing as quickly as I can. And my walking speed is also, I know we're in the water, so it might not matter, but my walking speed is increased by 10 feet until the end of my turn.
So your walking speed in total is 35 right now?
My speed in total right now is 40.
40? Okay, so it's...
Plus an extra 10, so it's 50 movement speed total.
So your...
in water,
So your current speed is only 25 feet? Because it's half speed in water.
And yes, I will immediately back away from this thing.
Dexterity saving throw at disadvantage because you kill it.
Cool. Dex save at disadvantage.
Because you're in the water.
I am in fact in the water. That's so valid. So true, bestie. That's gonna be 14.
14? Okay, that passes, so you take half damage.
Hell yeah.
You take 10 points of damage as it blasts out, and there's this burning circle of energy that comes out, and you see a fluttering piece of paper fall to the ground where it was.
Oh, okay. Well, if I have fucking killed this thing, can I have grabbed the paper before backing away, or do I have to go back in for it?
You'd have to go back in for it.
Okay, that's
I'll
fine.
let you use some of your movement to do that, though.
Cool. I could. Yeah. All right.
Okay, yeah, you grab it, you pull it up. It's got large runic characters going all the way up the side, and it's lined with some sort of thing, and it seems to be made out of a waterproof paper.
Okay. Cool. So these things are created, not just occurring in. I hope they're not just occurring in nature, because that's terrifying.
Make me a nature check.
Okay.
Everyone can, actually, if you want.
Natural 20 on that nature check. Who baby?
2.
These are ether sharks.
Oh my god, I also just got a natural 20.
Oh my god, James, what is happening?
What is
I'm
happening?
so sorry, Jess.
Shit!
These are ether sharks. They're natural to the ethereal plane.
I hate that these exist somewhere. Okay. That's fine.
But they aren't. They shouldn't be able to stay on the material plane. They shouldn't be able to exist on the material plane.
So that's okay. So this is why. All right. Sounds good. Cool.
Nice. Tenant, you're up. Rose, you're on deck.
So Tennant's gonna like plant his hand on Rose's head to give himself leverage and just like duck her under the water. I'm gonna use my sharpshooter feat.
Okay.
A bit of a risk. So I take -5 to the attack roll, but if it hits, I add 10.
Of course.
So, all right. So that's +9 within -5. So, math. 18.
Will hit.
Okay. So, that's 2 plus 5 plus 10, so 17 points of damage.
Which one were you aiming for? The one that Rose had already scored down the center of, or the one that is tried to take a chunk out of you?
The one that tried to take a chunk out of me.
You just push Rose under the water, pulling yourself out as you draw your gun and fire down towards its eye, blasting through one of its cheeks as you bloody it in a shot.
Cool.
Yeah. Then Rose, unless you have anything else you want to do with your turn?
Nope.
All right. Rose, you're up.
Rose kind of gasped a little bit when she went under, so she comes up with a mouthful of water and just like fountain spits it in Tennant's face. And then I'm gonna make another short sword attack on the one that I attacked earlier.
As you do, the little glitter orb pulls around and like does a focus on you guys. Did you just roll a natural 20?
I did. I don't know what's happening. This is bonkers. Folks at home, this does not happen to me.
Baby.
That is 6 piercing from the short sword, and then I'll do the unarmed strike. That's 21 to hit.
That will hit.
That's... Oh, I think I forgot to add 4 to whatever my damage was on the last one, because I forgot to add the modifier.
Okay.
And then unarmed strike is 8 damage.
All right. You just hack into the side of it, but as confirmed, both you and Tennant are currently occupying a similar vicinity, so both of you please make dexterity saving throws at disadvantage.
Good luck. God bless.
20, dirty 20.
18. 18, sorry, 8.
Okay. You pass, Rose. You fail, Tennant. I'm sorry.
Tennant's having a bad day.
I'm having a real bad day.
So Tennant takes 11 points of damage and Rose takes 6.
Alright. Can I use my reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke?
It is dead. It
damn
exploded. It very much exploded.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're so fine.
It like burst into this ball of energy and flame and then dissipated back into the water. It's like all those bubbles that you see. And there's only one left as it rushes up behind and is going to try and attack Rose. That will be a 16 to hit you, Rose.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool. You get dealt 6 plus 3, 9. 9 points of damage, and I'd love a Constitution saving throw.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay, I'm actually going to double this because I realized it didn't make you roll for it when you stabbed it before.
Hate that. You said 9 points of damage first?
9 points of damage first, and then an additional 3 points of fire damage.
Okay.
How are you looking?
Not great. I'm bloodied, for sure. But I'm in
Okay.
double digits still, so we're fine.
As it bites into you and whips around, you once again feel the water getting hot around you. Naomi, you're up.
Okay. Yeah, I'll move over to the one that the only one that's left, and I will whack it with my quarterstaff. Just once again, just going right for the eye. Let's do this. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a 25 to hit.
That will
So I
hit.
imagine that hits. And I am also gonna be using my bonus action to just do one unarmed strike. So I'll roll that real quick because once again my tiny little dumb pea brain. The unarmed strike is then gonna be a 17 to hit.
17 just hits.
Okay, coolio. So now I'm gonna do some damage. It's gonna do 12 damage, 12 bludgeoning damage.
You smack it with the side of your staff and then go to smack it again, and it looks incredibly rough. You see like a large dent in its forehead as it weans up, and you see that the large paper has actually been plastered to the base of its chest.
Ooh. And I go, get the paper!
I lost my turn order, but I'm pretty sure it's 10.
I'll just shoot it with my pistol, which is 18 to hit.
That will hit.
And that's 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. You just, how do you want to kill them?
I want to shoot it through one eye and out the other.
As you dive down, you swerve as its jaws go past your head, and you just grab the end of its snout, pulling up your gun and firing, and the bullet just puffs out the air, and you just see this cloud of red expand as it starts to spark and explodes. I still need a Constitution saving throw now from everybody.
So true. So true, bestie.
Good today.
I'm sorry.
13.
10.
9.
You and me.
What did you get, Naomi?
13.
You actually all fail.
Ah, we're all fucked.
9 points of fire damage.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. I'm still alive.
I
Barely.
do, Mosey.
I'm up.
As there's like a sudden washing as the last talisman starts to float down towards the base of the cavern, and you guys are left clutching onto like a protruding branch from the top of the cavern, holding on for dear life as you try and regain your breath.
Can I see anything of the other team? Can I like look around and try to like duck under the water to see if I see them?
Make a perception check.
Okay. It's an 11.
An 11?
Yeah.
You can vaguely see two shapes swimming for what you can actually, from now that the adrenaline has cut out, you start to see like bubbles far in the distance.
Cool. All right. Some of them are still alive. That halfling though got bit in half.
I saw that. Awful. How bad does everyone look, by the way?
On a scale of 1 to 41, I'm about a 10.
Solid.
Okay, given how badly I rolled, I'm okay. Is there anywhere for us to like? I know we're holding onto a branch. Is there any kind of like land or like a boat or anything?
There are a few lumps of coral that you could theoretically climb up on from here, but you feel like there's nothing within eyesight right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna climb up onto a piece of coral and just drag Rose by the wrist.
Actually, I should mention, because all of you have very large wavy hair. As you guys have been swimming around, seahorses have just been having a blast in your hair because they keep mistaking it for coral. And as you swim over them, there's a lot of very disgruntled like as they like all have to like move out of the way as you drag yourself up on land.
I love that.
Well, unfortunate.
How bad does Tenant look health-wise?
I'm at like half.
At what?
Half. I'm okay, but
Okay.
no.
All right. I'm gonna do, if I can reach Naomi, I'll do a second level cure wounds, and I'm gonna do a first level on myself.
Thanks. Yeah, I followed them up onto the coral. I did not say that, but it is what I thought in my head. Cool.
Open up your bags. What's in them?
Oh shit. I start rooting around in mine. I've got pull out a bedroll, 80 feet of silk rope, a healer's kit, a crowbar, 2 hunting traps, 7 rations, tinker's tools, thieves' tools, and a trident. I
11 points of
hand
healing
over
to Naomi. Sorry.
What happened? Sorry.
You got 11 points back. Before I forget.
Oh my god, thank you.
What
That's
does it look like
fabulous.
when you cast spells?
Hmm?
What does it look like when you cast spells?
I think Rose's magic looks very like stereotypical, like what you'd expect from a Feywild princess. Like it's all emerald greens and like little gold flecks and sparkles and
Nice. Without even thinking, I just hand the tinker's tools over to Tennant. I'm like, these are useless to me. Just take them.
He just takes them without even like looking at you. He pulls out a bunch of like ball bearings, rope, and pulls out a long gnarled stick, which looks like a wand.
Oh shit.
All right, princess, it's yours.
Rose also has a wand. She pulls out 3 rations, so we're fine for like a day. Carpenter's tools, ball bearings, 6 torches, water skins, rope, a wand, and some poison.
Holds the wand out to you, sees that you have one, is like, all right.
I'll take it if you don't want it.
What, you think I can't do magic?
I know that you're extremely talented in Feywild magic, so if you would like to keep it and dazzle us all with your, what was it, flower petals?
Is that and like a poof of like rose petals like come out of this?
Wow, you've really shown me with that extremely difficult magic that I cannot do.
That got me in a lot of shit, all right? That wasn't nice.
Oh, did you show that to your pirate friends?
Fuck you.
Fair enough.
He starts like organizing the backpack. So like one backpack has like all the rope and like the logistical stuff in. Like,
Yeah, I'm just trying to. Just we're wet. It's gross.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should keep moving though, because I have no idea what else is in the water and who else might be in the water. So we should probably keep going pretty soon. Cool. All right.
Are you gonna use your stick thingy?
Oh, the one that I have or the one that you have?
Either.
I can look. I don't know what it does. I can look at it. Can I make an Arcana check on the wand that I had?
Yeah, you had wand 1. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make an Arcana check. Try and read those arcane runes.
It's a 10.
You can kind of make out the sigil for fire, so something to do with fire.
Solid. Do I get the sense that this is like an attunement thing or like a...
It doesn't look complex enough to, like, you've seen obviously lots of royal items are attunement based, but like this looks like something that you could get made fairly cheaply.
All right, solid. I'll hold my hand out to Ten and go, may I look at it for a moment? I'll give it back. I'll make an Arcana check on that one too. See if I can figure out if it's the same or not. Oh, way better. That's a 16.
All right, you recognize 2 sigils. One is actually an incredibly basic one. It's the sigil for thaumaturgy.
Mm-hmm.
And the second sigil, you can't quite tell. It's definitely got like connotations of like wind, but like you can't tell. You feel like this one might have 2 functions.
All right, I'll hold up the one she has and goes, I can't quite tell. I think this has something to do with fire. And then I hold up Tenants and I go, and this one, it seems like it can do minor effects. And then there's something also about like air. I can't quite make out what it is, but I'll hand it back to Tennant. Captain, enjoy.
If it's safe to swim.
Yeah, let's. Might as well. I mean, there's nothing else to do around here, and I'm gonna like try to fucking tie my hair back as best I can.
Is
I'm
there
gonna give
anyone,
myself another
is there
cure
any
wounds.
people, like any other competitors in the vicinity?
Make a perception check.
It's a good idea.
What does a d20 look like?
Mood.
My perception is okay. 12.
12. In the far distance, you hear the sound of someone screaming. You hear plenty of splashing, but whether that's fish or people, you're not too sure. You do, now you focus in, you actually hear above the water the sound of rushing water from far in the distance, at the opposite end of the cavern from where you are. And you also hear rushing water from behind you, but more like pounding, like gallons of water hitting the surface of this lake.
Well, do we keep swimming or do we try and find a way out? The water's
That might
coming somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, that might actually be a good idea, so we can, you know, pull ourselves out of here. Because I would really love to not be wet. That'd be
Would
great.
be nice. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Cool.
Brandon's gonna swim or pick his way across coral or however he can get to like the sound of like the water hitting rock or whatever.
You dive back into the water and start to pick across. You come out and you see a sheer cliff, a waterfall pouring down from a higher level. It is like completely messed. About 2/3 of the way up, you actually see a human and a very soggy looking kenku currently clinging to one another. They seem to have like tied a rope to one another and they're climbing up the side of this cliff. But you don't see any other competitors around here.
Interesting.
They seem to be having a really hard time because of as you watch, there's like a sudden gout of water that comes off from the top and knocks the human off, and the kenku has to like drag them back on to the side.
You're doing great! Good job!
Give me a charisma check?
I believe in you.
11.
Okay. The kenku gives like a thumbs up and then just continues up.
Woo!
Oh my god.
You want to join those guys or do you want to swim?
I think maybe we should leave them alone for now.
I also don't know if I can physically climb that.
Yeah.
Just because of the dress, you know, I'm very strong and capable, but it's just the dress.
We need to get you pants.
I'm
You
thinking
need
it.
pants.
Yes, of course.
Okay. That's
Yep.
next on our list. So you guys want to try the other side?
We'll just swim over there and check if he was out. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Goes off and switches.
Okay. I'm gonna be nice and say, how are you swimming over there? Because you are currently at one end of a large cavern. You can see almost all the way to the end from here.
Yeah.
You would have to swim across the entirety of this cavern.
Oh.
Wow, that's so long. That's so far.
It's quite long. It's like 200 feet. Like you can swim there totally, but there's lots of coral and dark tunnels and.
Yeah, is there a way I can pick my way across without swimming? Can I like jump from coral to coral or like tunnel?
You would hit your head.
Mm-hmm. Does it look like there's any other route across?
Looking around, with your perception check, you can kind of tell that you could either like take the skirt around the coral that's all growing in the center of the cavern, or you could cut straight across the middle through all the wildlife. But you can't see what's in the waters at the edge because there's no coral there. So it's
Okay.
just dark water.
Okay. Definitely don't want to climb. Just
I mean, I can
we
try. I just don't know
We
that.
can climb. Let's give up.
fingernails. Yeah, I get it.
I just got them done. Well, before I got kidnapped. You know, the second time, not the first time that you were there the other time.
Okay. So he's checked out the waterfall. Then there was another sound of water, right, at the other end of the cavern.
You can kind of hear it from the other side, and you actually see that water seems to be pouring off down into a lower level.
Right.
Actually, from here, just give me a perception check to see if you notice anything.
Well,
You see, like, an arm go over the side.
what, down? Like,
Yeah. Just, like, suddenly, whoosh.
Well, maybe we climb.
What could go wrong?
I
That's
mean, there's no
probably fine.
screen. Could be safe.
Yeah, but that could have also been a dismembered arm. I wouldn't put it past
There's
you to just
someone
have
who
it the
just
half
eaten
arm
a minute
explode.
ago.
I mean, you can climb and risk falling, or you can fall, and then you wouldn't have to climb.
You know, I could try to climb. I'm not really too concerned about falling, so I could try.
About you, Rosie? Do you want to fall for me?
I truthfully would rather drown, but thank you for the offer. Very kind.
Do you want to ride on my back? You don't have to, you know.
How about
Do I get the sense that Tennant is strong enough to be making that offer?
No, he's absolutely not.
Well,
I mean,
climb?
that's such a generous. Those big muscles of yours.
how about I
kind of
climb?
squeeze his arm a little harder than is friendly.
Oh my god. Okay. How about I climb and then I tie a rope to something and then drop it down. Sound good?
How high is it?
Yeah, how high is it? And how are the Kenku and the human getting up? I'm like watching them trying to
Those two seem to have actually climbed up fairly easily. Like, easily enough that you would assume that mechanically they may have a climbing speed, but but the thing itself is approximately 60 feet tall.
Okay. I will just start climbing.
All right. Give me an athletics check.
Okay. Athletics. Let's do this, baby. 17.
Easy enough. As you start to climb, the wall is like dark and slick with water, and it's hard to grip on as you move your way up. Slowly pulling hand over hand, before finally you get to about the halfway mark, and you hear, and from down below, the two standing, I imagine, like about 3 feet apart, leaning. Hear the slight rushing noise from above, and you see just a gout of water suddenly come over the top, and I'd love a dexterity saving throw, strength saving throw from you. Because you're not dodging out of the way, you're resisting water falling on you.
Oh, it's so true, but it makes me so mad. Oh, it's so 10.
Is the DC not to fall? As you start to pull yourself up further, another athletics check.
Okay. Got really great grip strength, you guys. 14.
It takes a lot longer. Your arms are shaking as you get to the final one. As you get to the very top, and there's just a rush of water that bashes into your face. Last one.
Another one. Okay.
You can do it.
Okay. Manifestation. Oh, it's bad. It's an 8.
8? Oh, okay. You want to make a dexterity saving throw then?
Sure, I would love to. Would love to. Oh my god, my dex save is a 9.
Okay, that is enough, because a hand shoots out and grabs your wrist.
Who the fuck? Okay.
As this sort of dark-tanned human with tattoos going across his eye and shivering Kenku behind him reaches out and just pulls you up onto the top.
Oh shit.
They're both like panting and look miserable.
Thanks. I
Just don't
hesitate to.
stab me.
I hesitate to give out favors in here, but all right, I owe you one. And is there anything that I can like tie a rope to up here?
There's several large like stalagmites and stalactites. that you
Cool.
can-
I'll do that. I'll take the rope I have and tie one end and throw the other one down.
The other two can
Like
make me.
a very deep bow. Royalty first.
Well, in that case, you're a royal pain in my ass, so maybe you should go first.
Alright, I will.
I shout down and I'm like, either fuck or start climbing.
Naomi! My god!
Jenna's climbing. Been there, done that.
You guys can make me an athletics check with advantage. Still have to climb,
Oh, with advantage?
but with advantage.
Okay, I can do athletics. That's the. Oh no, that's the bad one. A -1. Oh.
You same.
Okay.
You weak noodles.
Bitches.
We fucked up, Jess. What were we thinking?
That's a hot 12. I got a 1 and a 13, so.
Okay, it's enough to make it up the first half. Second
Okay.
check. Still advantage, because you're being helped by Naomi and her encouragement.
Right.
Yeah, I'm so encouraging.
Oh man.
You want to do anything to help? I will let you do something to help in retrospect if you want. There, Rose.
I think I'm good.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, Jess. I adore you.
No, that's very fair.
Cool. What did you guys get?
I got a 9.
I also got a 9.
Okay, so you both fall.
Delightful. Wonderful.
So you're falling. So that's okay.
So 10 falls onto you, and then we both fall.
Perfect.
Okay, and then one more because you were falling 30 feet. I rolled low. As there's this slipping noise, and Naomi just watches as they both crash down into the ground. You both take 23 points of damage.
Down.
Oh.
Oh no. I'm down.
Are you fucking kidding? I looked at it, I go, you have got to be. I turn back to the human and the kid.
Two
who-
dead
I-
idiots.
You see what I'm dealing with here? And then I'll grab onto the rope and just I
Sail
like,
down.
swing down. Yeah, rappel down
Okay.
as quickly as I can, and I will even like falling damage reduced by 5 times the amount of my monk. So once I'm like, once I'm like 20 feet off the ground, I'll just drop
Okay.
and still fall.
5 feet. Yeah, you just land easily enough.
Yeah, you goddamn right I do. I take out my the fucking healer's kit that I'm like not proficient in. And I will attempt to save Rose because I know that she can do math. All right, I'm going to try to heal Rose. Stabilizer. That's
Okay.
just medicine check, right? Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh my god, dirty 20.
Nice.
Rose is stabilized.
Oh, she's not up yet. Oh, okay.
Neela's
I go
dead.
and I try to do the same with Tenet.
Okay.
And I will try.
I'll let a dirty 20 be counted for both of them.
Oh, thank God. Oh,
As they
okay.
both stabilize and you're like panting at the base of the thing.
You know, the 3 Fs are not fighting, fucking, and falling. Okay? So, the 2 of you really need to get it together if we're gonna survive this.
Are you talking to their unconscious bodies?
Yes, I am! I just am like they're both breathing again, and I'm just like, oh my god. Oh my god, I don't know.
I'm so sorry, Naomi.
So, I go through the packs to see if there's like, I don't know, like a health potion or anything in any of them. I don't
think any of you guys.
I don't think any of us have a health potion, do we? I don't think that was amongst our assets listed at the beginning. Okay,
Yeah, no one got number 4. So
I shout up to the human and the Kenku, and I'm like, I have to stay down here, but, thank you, for the help. What's your name? What are your guys' names? I did promise that I wasn't gonna stab you, at least not today, so. I'm down here now.
The Kenku looks over the side and just goes and just cocks its head for a second and goes, Rev? And chops its head backwards and goes, Lewison?
Rev and Lewison, nice to meet you guys. Yeah, I have nothing else to say. I just sit down and I wait for these 2 fucking idiots to get up.
Cool, I'm just gonna roll.
I'm like, great.
Oh. Okay.
I'll like I'll take out the trident, and I would love to like stand near the edge of the water and try to like go fishing.
Oh, shoot.
I need food.
Make me a survival check.
Okay. What is that? That's wisdom. Okay, cool. I do have wisdom. 12?
Yeah, you get 3 fish.
Ooh, 3 whole fish. Cool.
You like
Nice.
You sit at the edge and you gut the fish.
Yeah.
It takes about 40 minutes before the other 2 wake up. And in that time, surprisingly, no one else actually makes it to this little shelter rock that you guys are on.
Yeah. Do I know if there's any way for us to know when other competitors have been killed or how many are left? Because I would love to know how many people survived the initial drop.
You know that they are like roundups, but you don't know necessarily if the participants get to hear that.
Bro, this is true. Okay. All right. I need them to do what they do in the Hunger Games and just project everybody's faces at the end of the day, so I know exactly how many people we're dealing with.
Make me make 120 NPCs.
I would just love a counter.
Individual voices and personalities and families.
I would love it like a counter. I would love like tally marks, you know, but that's all right. Yeah, so I'm just sitting here like gutting some fish, drinking out of my flask.
A bird is whistling high above you 2 as you wake up.
Probably the Kenku. So
Flop over to look at Tenet, and I go, "You fucking fell on me," and I like flop. It's not even really a hit. It's like a half-assed hit, but I like flop an arm onto your shoulder.
Nudges you with his leg.
So you guys know that the 3 Fs are not, and yes, I am saying it again so you hear me while I'm conscious.
Super good. I feel like you already said this to us like in a dream.
Oh, good. You heard me. Cool.
Wait, what are the 4 Fs?
I don't know the others, but I do know that falling isn't one of them.
But fucking is?
Yes.
Alright, that's good enough for me. I'm gonna throw up.
Okay. But, you
Fish.
know,
Yeah.
I caught dinner, so.
Do we want to like take a rest? I know we were just unconscious, but I would really love to.
I'm good to go again.
You look like shit. You liar.
No, I don't.
There's blood coming out of your mouth.
It's sexy.
It's not. It's really not.
We can try again, but if you two both fall, you'll probably, like, I don't really hold up the healer's kit. I don't actually know how to use this. So.
Yeah, if only we had someone who could magically heal us, that would be so.
Above game, it's technically been a short rest, so you can roll those dice if you want to.
Do we get the benefits of a short rest?
Yes, because you were unconscious the entire time.
Nice.
Wait.
If we
You were
continue
asleep?
resting, can I do a song of rest?
No,
Obviously. Okay.
you were very, very much unconscious.
No, I mean if we like keep resting. I don't
If
know
you were
how
to
long
keep
resting.
resting, yeah, but you'd have to rest for at least, I think it takes like 15 minutes to cast that.
It's up to you guys. I can, because if we rest for a short rest, I can do Song of Rest, and everyone will get an extra d6 if you roll hit die.
We can wait the 15. Let's do it.
Solid. I will do a Song of Rest then.
It's an extra d6, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Love to hear it. Thank you, bestie.
Pull out my violin. A nice relaxing little tune.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling way better.
I mean, it's
I don't look
relaxing
brown.
after 10 minutes, but the first 10 minutes are you having to get water out of a violin.
Sure. Gotta tune it a little. You know, I haven't seen it in a couple weeks.
Okay. If you guys are ready to climb again, this time I think maybe we go one at a time. Does that sound good? Okay, cool. And I climb.
Much better does Tenant look? Because I could do some more healing.
Okay. Probably shouldn't fall again, no.
Yeah, just don't fall. Do you want me? Do you want me to climb up?
I would
and
like
then-
you to bridle carry me up the cliff, but it's not
Okay.
possible. So
I could go up and you could tie the rope around yourself and I could try to pull you to help you out. To give you some kind of a help
Yep.
in something. Would that
Yeah.
be? Okay, cool. And I climb.
Okay.
Really quick, before Tenant goes, that's 8 points of healing for you.
Athletics at advantage.
There's a natural 20 in there. So
Zip zap zop, you just jump straight up.
zippity-doo-dah. Hell yeah.
Uh,
Once I get to the top. Try to I'm like, just tie the rope tree and I'll help you climb, okay?
Would you like to go first?
yes.
All right, I'll pat him on the back and say, "Don't fuck it up this time, yeah?" And I'll give you bardic inspiration, so you can add a d6 to whatever check you're making.
Do you sing me a song as I go up?
Absolutely not.
Okay. athletic
I'd-
check.
at advantage.
Okay. Plus this. Oh. A nat 20!
Hell yeah!
About time, bitches!
The fear of the drop, the memory is so ingrained in your brain that you just clutch onto the rocks like your knuckles are sheer white against your gray skin as you pull yourself up and finally get up to the top, panting a little bit, but you are there.
Are Are Rev and Lewison still up there?
Actually, they are, but they've gone a little ways down a corridor that the river seems to come from, and they've set up a small bonfire.
Okay. I point to them and I'm like, that's Rev, that's Lewison. We have agreed not to stab them today. And I turn back to help Rose.
Rose, check with advantage.
Cool. And if I get within 30 feet and I feel like I'm about to fall, I will just face step to the top. But I'm going to try not to. Thank God for that advantage. That's a 16.
Okay. You clamber up to the very top and just very heavily panting now. You were lifted most of the way by Naomi at the end there, but you did get to the top as you step up and Naomi clasps your arm and you are back on solid ground.
Cool.
I think you're right. I think I am putting on muscle. That was...
Yeah, for sure. You doing great, kid. And then I start just pulling up the rope and put it back in my
Are we not the
back.
same age? But it's fine. Actually, it doesn't matter.
Cool.
Sits down next to the Kenku and just kind of like flops again. All right.
As you do, the Kenku just goes wet.
Yeah. Wet.
Yeah. I follow and just approach the bonfire kind of carefully.
Same.
But I'll put my fish on a stick if I can find a stick.
They've like pulled roots out of the ground and used that, so you could clean off one of those and try and use that.
Hell yeah, I will get myself a stick. And I'll hold it up kind of to them and I'm like, hey, if we use your fire, you can have some. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
Cool. And I'll start cooking. Cooking some fish.
And some fish. I won't make you roll for the cooked fish. Unless
Thank
you want to roll.
God.
You want to roll for the cooked fish?
Well, it depends on what kind of a check it would be.
Yeah, wisdom check. It's a wisdom to cook.
I'll roll for the... Yeah, why not? Why not? Yeah,
good
I'll take it.
dishes.
Let's do it. Don't fuck with me. Please don't fuck me. If we all die of food poisoning.
Watch it be food effect.
But we die of salmonella.
That's a 9.
It's 9. It's not good. You burn it.
Burned is better than undercooked when it comes to fish. Burned is better than undercooked.
So it's like a little crispy as you guys bite into it, but it's edible. You
Yeah,
didn't fail.
I definitely give one fish to Rev and Lewison, and I have the 2 split amongst us. In the spirit of fairness. There goes my fishing. It's okay.
There's like very awkward silence as you all munch slowly through the very carbonated fish.
Sorry about your partners.
In half. I saw that. Clean in half. Gone.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yep. You know those guys?
Jay was a carpenter, so and he like just swipes his hand across his ribs.
Mm-hmm.
Knew him a little. Didn't know the other guy at all. Said his name was Tark, but unknown.
Yeah, they kind of went, well, not totally random, I guess, with these teams, but we had, I mean, you saw at the beginning, we had another guy, and,
Oh, shoot, you guys, I thought you just lost one just now. You guys are...
Oh, we're team, we're, what fucking team number are we? Are we like team 24?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're team 24. So, that was our idiot who attacked the conductor.
Well, Yeah.
Those gold light things, what do they do? You know a
But-
lot about this stuff.
They're broadcasting.
They're what?
That's how they're watching us.
The
from here.
There are two orbs right now that are like circling your guys' group above your heads.
Each team gets one. You know, track our locations. You know, broadcast everything that we're doing for views. So
So can we like speak to our audience?
I mean, yeah, if they choose to let them see whatever you have to say. But depending on how juicy it is, you know, conductor might or might not let it slide. Would I know this actually? Do I know if we're all being broadcast all the time, or if it's like the Olympics where it's like there's something on every channel, or if it's like switching back and forth like Big Brother?
It's more like the Olympics that there's something on every channel. There is the official one, which is like the dramatized one where everyone watches. But if you want to only follow one team, like if you're seriously into the betting, you would watch only one team.
Okay, so yeah, so people they can watch our stream uninterrupted, but like most people watch the one that's like curated. They storylines, you know, it's a lot more dramatic. So
He like looks at the orb and then like looks over Rose.
She just
You
kind
want,
of.
you want your daddy to come looking for you? You go get in telly.
I don't think he's watching from home. I think it's going to be more of a word of mouth sort of thing.
You gotta get on telly. Word of
Maybe I'm
mouth.
on the telly because I'm so fit and beautiful that they just don't want to look away.
Okay.
I can guarantee you there are other people definitely being killed right now while we talk, and that's definitely a lot more interesting than us eating
Oh,
fish.
should I go get killed then? Would that be?
I mean,
I'd prefer not to, but
I'm just saying whatever you're doing has to be more interesting than people getting killed to get on the main one.
fair enough.
There's not a lot of that.
Tennant takes out his pistol and points it at the Kenku.
Hey, we said all right.
You said no
Cool.
stabbing. I don't have a gun. Or I don't have a knife.
The Kenku like reaches down one hand and like lightning starts to like spark out of the ends of his fingers.
Okay, cool. If we start doing this though, you know, there's really not a lot going back. So
Al wouldn't do it. Rev tends to take tends to take not well to people shooting him.
He looks at the Kenku. Have you been shot before?
Pulls up a bunch of feathers and there's like 3 shot marks in a row underneath his rib.
god damn.
Is that Alright.
We used to be scavengers. Get shot at.
Oh. Yeah, I don't get shot at a whole lot. So I also don't fight lava sharks a lot.
Very good at it.
It wasn't good. I didn't like those. They were bad. I hold up the little piece of paper that I took out of him though. I'm like, got this one off him. No idea what it does. So I hand it to Rose, be like, you know about you know magic stuff, right? Your fancy book learning.
Sure, I can try. I'll do an Arcana check on it. Actually, are we gonna be sitting here for a few minutes? Because I can do something. It'll just take about 10 minutes, and I don't want to.
Yeah, we'll be here. We're eating. It's
All right, well, I'll start ritual casting detect magic then.
Cool. That's noted. You're doing that. As you do that, there's like a rush of wind, and you feel the wind get drawn down the tunnel further. And as you look, you can see that the river, the tunnel actually splits. One tunnel going off to the left, one going to the right. The river follows round to the right, but
Interesting.
That's what you see as you guys look around this sort of decrepit tunnel that you're in.
Cool.
So you're taking 10 minutes to identify that talisman. At the end of the 10 minutes, you get a message back.
I am
Just a
only
small-
detecting magic, by the way. It's not
Oh,
my tongue.
detect. Oh, it's just a. It's a enchantment magic. It's enchantment magic.
Does
fine.
that, from what I know about it, seem like what would be normal for, like, summoning a creature type thing?
No.
Oh,
That would be
that's all.
conjuration magic.
Interesting. So I don't entirely know what the deal is here, but it doesn't seem like the type of magic that you would expect for, like, creating an animal or a beast or something.
Well, they wouldn't have to create it. They just have to tie it to this plane because they're usually in the ethereal ocean. So they just have to keep it here.
Maybe. So it's enchantment. Maybe if they were using it to, like, get the creature to be comfortable in this sort of environment and attack, but even then it seems sort of out of place.
I feel like, well, it's good to have a target because if this is how they're forcing all the creatures to attack, then next time I would love to take one of these off it before we kill it to see if that makes a difference.
Do I get a sense that I could use this the same way that, like, spell scrolls are used, or does this seem more just like a trace of the type of magic that was used?
You've seen things like this before. Your mum used to put them on a similar shape to it on some of her jewelry boxes so that you wouldn't go sniffing around and stealing her rings and things.
Mhm.
And they basically are either wards or stop certain things from happening. So it's it's like a constant spell that's on this one item that can be applied to things. Just it's designed specifically for one task.
Okay. Can I, like, make an Arcana check to try and specifically figure out what maybe this was doing?
You could try.
What if we just attached it to a fish? A living fish.
Stapled it to a shark. Like, good enough.
Ah,
A
that'd be
16.
You feel like this was used to anchor something.
Okay.
A lot of the sigils are to do with planar stuff.
Solid. All right. So, I mean, maybe it's fine.
But as you guys sit munching on your fish, we're going to take a short 10-minute break. We're all going to get hydrated, and you should go get hydrated too. If you haven't, please do. And we'll see you guys back here at 4:40 EST.
You can do it, King. You can do it, King.
Come on, you got this.
I believe
You
in
got
you.
this.
It's like 1:40.
It is!
It's 1:40. 1:40
So proud.
PST. That's easy enough for me. It's 9:40 BST, and Central European Time is the time that I am. It's 10:40. You guys know where you live better than me, so please come back at the correct time. We'll see you then. Hey everyone, that's us. We're back. Look at that. We're right on time. Totally. Nothing. Don't. What? Anyway, moving start. Actually, we are on time, so I don't know what that. Normally, we're not. Never mind my joke. Let's just jump back into it. Nothing happened over break. I mean, James did get kidnapped for a solid 3 minutes, but it's fine. It happens.
What it is?
It's Wednesday. Then let's jump back in as you're surrounded by the slight crackle of the fire before you. The smoke is actually running down the corridor and out towards the left. As you guys sit, and the two people in front of you who they've been chatting softly to each other this whole time. And Rev stands up and picks up a small backpack to his side, and you now see he has a very large broadsword strapped to it. And he stands up and he just goes, "We go." And Lewison goes, "Yeah, we're gonna head out."
All right, well, good luck.
Don't get shot.
As they're going, can I just do a quick insight check to get a vibe on what they're feeling as they're walking away?
Yeah, go for it. Give me an insight check. I'll give you an advantage because you've been sitting with them for like a good 25 minutes, 25, 30 minutes.
That's a 21.
They seem to be sad.
Okay.
They're not like having a good time.
Sure. Perhaps.
And
We all.
and
Huh.
they don't trust you at all, but they have the air of people. They have the air of people who have gone to a party, but they're like, we're not going to play by your rules at this party. So they're wallflowering right now at the ant farm.
Love that. Be careful out there.
Will do. You too.
Thanks.
Which direction do they go?
To the right.
And the right, was that the one with
River.
that's like a path or the river? Okay, so they follow the river. And then I think that we should follow the smoke. I think we should go left when we do go, because it's gotta empty out into something bigger. Is what I'm thinking.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Okay. I'd kind of just do the dad, like, slap the legs and stand up. So do we want to head out, or do we want to camp out here for the night?
What time is it? Like, do we get a...
I was gonna ask, do we have any indication of, like...
You don't quite know what time it is. It feels like it's been 2.5, maybe 3 hours since you guys got dropped in here.
Okay. I think we should cover more ground. Yeah. Because, I mean, the fighting is, and, you know, killing the other players is only half the game. The other half is finding a way out.
Sure. Worst case, we can always double back and camp out here if we don't find anything safer.
All right. Can I take a peek back over the ledge just to see if there's anybody else down there? I want to make sure we're not followed.
Yeah, you actually see a half elf and 2 drow dragging themselves out of the water. One of the drows looks incredibly bloodied as they like post up and they are like panting at the side of the water.
All right. They can figure their own way up here. All right, cool. I turn back to the others. I'm like, there's a couple guys behind us, but you know, I don't want to be doing anybody any favors right now. So I think we should just get out of here.
Sure.
I'll take like one of the branches out of the fire so I have a little bit of light. And,
Oh, do you want a torch? There's like 6 of them in that bag.
I mean, we don't have to waste them if we don't.
We actually have 12.
want
I've
them.
also got 6. So we have 12 torches.
Cool. Yeah, I think we should ration everything as much as we can. Cool. I'll start heading down the left path.
As you head down the left path, it starts to incline quite steeply. And as you follow it along, it branches again, one going straight along and another one going right. The smoke continues on the one straight up, which seems to go quite vertically, and the one to the right, you feel like a cold breeze coming down.
You still want to follow smoke or avoid the potential fire at the end of it?
Yeah, we could follow it for a bit longer, I guess. Keep
Right.
going. I don't know.
All right.
What's
You start to climb up, and light starts dispelling from an opening. As it actually, at one point, you are basically going up like a 30-degree incline. Like, it is tough climbing.
this? All right.
As you really start to struggle for a second, but as you pull yourself out of the top of this hole, Naomi, who I think from the sounds of things is at the front,
I think I am.
you put one hand down and you feel soft grass, and you blink and you look up and you, is that sunlight?
Oh, thank God. Okay. I pull myself out.
As you pull yourself out, you smell the sweet, humid air of wildlife. And as you blink, it's not sunlight, but it's some sort of glowing crystals that have been embedded in the top of the cavern. As
Okay.
you look around, and you seem to be in some sort of lush green jungle. Thick vines seem to hang around the place. There are tunnels leading off into different directions, and you see several caves just sitting on the edge. It's quite bright. It's a smaller cavern than the one you were in, but filled with fauna.
Cool. I would love to take a look around for any kind of wildlife that might want to eat me, and also for other players and their gold orbs.
Cool.
That shit's just floating above you. Try to cross that best I can.
Everyone sees this as they go, get out, make a perception check for me. There's also like a thick fog. Where you are, it's not so bad. But as you look into the forest, it gets thicker and thicker to the point where you feel like you may only have 15 to 10 feet of visibility.
Oh my God, it completely launched off my desk. Oh, it landed flat though, so I'll take it. 12.
It's hard. You think you see a couple of glints. You definitely hear things moving in the jungle, but you can't tell what they are.
Cool. Just everyone be nice and quiet. Just, because we are not alone.
I'm gonna turn to Tina and go, she's talking to you, you're the loud one.
What?
You're the loud one, she's talking to you. So, keep it down a little if you can.
There's like 120 other people in here. We're not alone.
No, I know. I mean, because she said, be quiet. She was talking to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you seem one that doesn't shut up, so...
Yeah, but my voice is very soothing and low. Not very brash.
Naomi, do you
loud,
think
like,
your
hurts
voice
the
is
ears.
soothing, or does it grate on you? Like,
I think you should both
I don't think so.
eyes?
try to, because, you know, they would not put caves in here for no reason. So I think that we should just try to be very careful about how much noise we make.
So
You talk to yourself, love.
Okay. I would love to try to check out one of these caves without fully throwing my entire body in there, just kind of looking around, seeing what's what with my makeshift torch.
copy you, but not really know what you're doing. He's just gonna copy.
Cool. Sick.
The inside of this cave, it doesn't go far back.
Okay.
It has small little indentations in the walls. It just looks like a very rough-hewn cave. Looks natural.
Okay.
But
Doesn't
there
look
is nothing.
Anything is nested in here, maybe.
Nope. You can like fully see the back from where you are. It looks like just like a soft little space.
Cool. Great. So, all right. Do we maybe want to try to explore some of the other tunnels, and then if we want at night we can come back here, because there's only one entrance, one exit, one spot to watch when we sleep. So
Listen, I'll be honest, love. You seem to know what you're doing far better than anyone else. I would recommend you stop asking my opinion, because I don't know what the fuck's going on.
cool. I mean, hey, everyone's got their strengths, and you shot that shark real good, so that's just yours. And I would love to start looking at these other fucking tunnels and trying to. I probably can't see much down there, but I'd like to see what I can see, if anything.
Okay. Make me a perception check. This will be hard because you have to look through the fog. There's like a few big ones that you can see, but...
Gosh, dilly darn it. Okay. 15.
There seems to be one very large one on the other side. You actually also notice a few in the ceiling. There are lots of vines leading up there if you could want to climb.
I look at it, I think, I can really climb up there, and then I think we're not climbing again today. And so I say nothing.
And there are a couple of smaller tunnels on either side. 2 on the left and one on the right.
Okay, so one big boy, 2 little boys on the left, and 1 little boy on the right, and then a really big. I'm drawing a little thing on my notebook because I'm a visual learner. Okay, cool, great. 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 Okay. I'll look down the big one.
From here, you can't really see anything. It seems to be just filled with an inky black void.
Okay, cool.
As you're standing there, you already rolled me a perception check, but I'm just gonna roll a thing.
Okay.
Cool. As the several bushes ahead of you rustle, just in the line of the fog,
Quarterstaff.
and you see 2 figures step out. One of them is wearing like black leather armor, and the other one seems to be holding a large rifle as they walk through. And they walk over to the tunnel that you guys actually came out of and peer down it. But you do notice that they don't have a glitter following them.
Do I, as someone who has spent a decent amount of time amongst these people, like recognize them as like have any kind of like rank or position in normal Varus Federation society? Like, do they look like guards or something?
They're not wearing uniforms. The one wearing the black leather armor kind of looks like a uniform. You can make me a history check. But the other one seems to be wearing more like ranger scouts armor.
A 16 for history?
The one on the left seems to be part of what are their names? Part of the Shadow Sparrows, who are essentially the royal guard of the Shadowfell. And the one on the left, you do recognize a scout insignia from the Torn Marines.
Oh, the fear that I just left over from regular Tales. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna.
They seen us?
No, they seem to peer down the tunnel and nod to one another before walking down.
I'll kind of.
They do both.
try and
They
mouse,
do both. They are both wearing black collars.
but they don't have an orb.
They don't have an orb.
Are you guys cheating?
Shit. You're gonna shout that?
Yeah.
Uh,
I would love to try to like stay hidden in the fog and like jungle
roll me
shit.
roll me a stealth check then.
Okay.
Everybody.
What?
Everybody. She's giving away your position.
17.
12.
13.
Okay. They halt, and the one with the sniper rifle immediately like pulls it up to their shoulder and starts scoping around, while the other one pulls out two knives from their pants and just ducks down. They both start crawling around.
Can I duck behind something? Is
Yeah,
there
you
anything-
guys feel as though you're not seen right now.
Oh, okay.
I'd
They are
love-
walking in your direction, but they can't tell exactly where you are.
I'd love to circle around the side a little bit and just be
Sure.
like, you know,
As
because
you do,
oh sorry,
as you do, A, stealth check, because you are moving, and B,
I am moving.
you notice that they both have like almost manic smiles on their faces.
Oh, volunteers!
Hate that. We hate to see it.
I got an 8 on that stealth check.
Okay. Cool. I would like everybody to please roll me initiative.
Nobody die because I have one spell slot left.
Oh god.
Why? Why? I need a new dice. I'm throwing this one away.
Okay, I'm gonna choose this music for this. Okay, okay. Well, yep, I suppose this is, yep, this can be this. Okay. So 25 to 20.
No.
20 to 15.
16.
15 to 10.
11.
Oh, okay.
Spicy
Not
11.
bad. It's better than a 1. It's better
Yeah,
than
it's
a
better
1.
than a 1.
And their initiative roll, that's, well, you may not have rolled a 1. As Rose, you see one of them whip around, pointing its gun exactly where Naomi is, as she falls out of the tree line and crumples on the ground right in front of them.
I do? Oh, I'm so bad.
Sorry, what fell out of the tree line?
Me?
Naomi, as
Oh,
she
fucking
as
stupid
she
ass.
like As she like falls forward, like she trips on a rock and just stumbles forward out of the fog.
Nice. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, before I do anything, purely out of curiosity, just because I don't know like the relationship between these planes, do I have a feeling that being Feywild royalty would mean anything to the Shadowfell Royal Guard person or the Torn Marine?
He probably would not want to hurt you for diplomatic reasons if this was a normal situation. Torn Marines aren't allowed in the Feywild, so also probably not wanting to hurt you if this were a normal situation.
Right, well, this is stupid, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna look at Ten and go, this is the stupidest thing I've ever done. Except maybe you. And then I'm gonna... Well, that wasn't even intentional when I started that sentence. Anyway, I'm going to, if I can get there, step between Naomi and whoever's closest. And just pull out the short sword, but my hands are up a little bit and go, listen, I don't know if you know who I am, but I know who you are. There's like 100 other people in this arena. I think if we both go our separate ways, it would work out best for all of us. And I would like to hold an attack for if they come after me.
Make
Or
a
Naomi.
persuasion check with disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, one of those was a nat 20 and I'm so sad. You said persuasion?
Yep.
That's okay, it's still good. That's a 19.
Okay. Then Naomi, you're up. We'll find out what that means.
Oh my god. Okay. I did not expect. I mean, once again, I know that they're getting ready to shoot me, but I'm also just like, hey, like, I just want to know why the fuck you guys don't have one of those. And I point to our fucking orb. And I will also hold an attack action just in case they attack me. If they come at me, I'm gonna hit them. So yeah.
Holding the attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Tenant, you're up.
I'm gonna sharpshoot the sharpshooter.
Okay.
He's an idiot. And he wouldn't hold an attack.
Okay,
We'd love to see it.
we do.
Is it a natural 20?
Right.
Oh, hell
Like
yeah.
intimidation, it's good. It works. We love
Hold
it.
on, I got that 20. So what, I double my damage.
Double
by-
your dice.
And then I'm plussing 10, because I sharpshooted it.
Oh my god.
Come on,
Fuck
10.
yeah.
Okay. So double 8, 16, plus 5, plus 10. So 16 plus 15.
Which is 31.
So 31 points of damage.
You pull up the thing and just fire, and he just drops down dead at your feet as you just blast him straight through the side of his head, and he collapses down on the ground.
Or maybe we do want to kill you. I guess, you know, I can't speak for everybody.
And now it's their turn. One of them is dead. Cool. That's going to tip the power score, and he goes. The other one just grits his teeth and goes, "Damn Smurfs," and pulls out a little vial and cracks it in half, and the entire space just starts to fill with smoke.
All right.
And okay, he does that. You all lose visual with him.
Okay. No, good to know. Great. Fabulous. Awesome.
Rose, you're up.
Can I try and listen and for like footsteps to figure out if he's coming towards us or away from us?
Perception check.
16.
16. You can't hear where he is.
Alright, I'm gonna hold an attack again for if he comes, or if he attacks me or comes within melee range of me.
Okay. Naomi?
I would. How far was he? Was he like right in front of me when?
He was
Okay.
about. Yeah, he was right in front of you.
Can I also like try to do a perception check to see if I can tell if he moved after he did the thing?
Sure.
Which, if he's smart, he did, but I don't know. He might not be smart. Maybe the other guy was the brains. Here's hoping. So that's like not great. 11.
No idea where he went.
Well, shit. All right. Yeah, similar thing. I'll hold an attack if he fucking reveals himself to me or comes at me. Whack. And I guess that is my turn.
All right.
No, I can do it. Actually, wait, that's a lie. I lied. Give me a minute. I will do I want to do this? Yeah, I'll that's also stupid to do. I'll just take the dodge action. Never mind. Fuck all that. I'll take the dodge action. I was about to fucking spend a key point to do it as a bonus action, and I'm like, I'm not doing anything else this turn, so dodge action.
Okay. The end of that is Tenant.
Tan's gonna walk over to where like the body is, or where he remembers the body. Can he still like not see anything?
It's a very thick mist. It's starting to disperse. Probably would be dispersed at the next 6 seconds, but you can't quite see.
Could I use thaumaturgy to like gust the mist away?
Certainly from the body,
Not from like the area though.
not from the entire area.
Okay, I'll just like disperse it from like where I am. Is that like my
Spin the
action?
wand in your hand.
Yeah. Well, it's just a tiefling thing.
Oh, right, yeah, too.
And then he's gonna take the sharpshooter's rifle.
It's a musket. So musket stats. And he has on him, he has 4 rounds. As you pick that up, that will be your full action.
Okay.
As you pick that up, the cloud starts to disperse actually. And you look around, and there is nothing left except the body.
Well, that was well done.
He left fast, huh?
Yeah.
I don't like how excited he was.
Which one of them lived? Of the two? Sorry.
The Shadow Sparrow.
Okay. Can I glance up to the tunnels? There are like tunnels in the ceiling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I just glance up and see if I can see someone like fucking scrambling up one?
Make a perception check.
17?
Can't be stealth? No. You can't see him.
Okay. Seems sort of an odd duo for volunteers.
What the fuck was that, Rose?
What?
You don't know who I am, but I know who you are.
Yeah, I mean, one of them was Shadowfell Royal Guard. There's sort of a... We're not... I don't know that we're allies necessarily, but there's sort of an unspoken...
You're in
So-
the ant farm.
Alright, well, I was trying to buy some time, and I did, didn't I? Trying to make sure at least one of us didn't go unconscious again Preferably the one who's been holding this team together with her bare hands.
Rose, I really do appreciate.
Away.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
you're
really
right,
do.
sure. Is that what you want? Do you want me to pat you on the back? 10. Oh, you're so good. Oh, I'm swooning.
Naomi, just. Alright, fine.
So, yeah, I really appreciate what you were trying to do, but if they did recognize you, which, you know, is always iffy, I think there are plenty of people in here who would love to make a name for themselves as somebody who killed the Feywild princess. So
I
at
suppose
this
at the
point,
moment,
it's just
so
extra glory.
just using what I can. Oh, I mean, if he'd come at us, I would have hit him.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure.
Okay.
How do you two know each other? What's going on?
Oh, she's been training me. That's
Mm.
why I'm so bulky now.
What?
I mean,
Training you in what? The art of.
I do fight professionally. Like, I do this for a living. So
Oh no, I believe you. I just.
Yeah.
Princess here is
well, I
That's
mean,
just shark in the face, I'll have you know.
she did. It's impressive. Good form. Yeah. All right.
I feel like Naomi has a massive vein that's pulsating.
Oh, yes, it is. It's just yep. Okay. Cool. All right.
pick a tunnel, go down it.
I guess so. Let's do the one on the right. Let's do, you know, because I don't want to go down the big one that they came from.
Mm-hmm.
Bad. Don't like that. So yeah, I'll just go down the one on the right and see what's up.
As you move away, you watch as a snake actually comes out of the grass and coils over the dead body for a second, hiding under its shadow. It looks like a grass snake, but it's a snake.
Well, food is food. A meal's a meal. I'm like, oh shit. You guys ever tried that before?
What?
Well, listen, the street vendors on this world, like, they sell some pretty weird shit, all right? And it's not always good, but, like, sometimes it's cheap and, you know.
Don't eat the snake. It's a snake.
I'm gonna eat the
I hate
snake.
to say
and I'm
this,
gonna
but I
try
do
to
agree
whack
with
it in
Annette.
the head with the quarterstaff.
Oh my god.
Oh, that.
Make an attack.
I'm gonna bludgeon it.
I love these two rich kids just
It
like,
looks this
ugh.
girl is, like, oh, did I didn't see the snake with him before, did I? Like, it's his animal companion or something? Okay. I also just might not have just not seen the snake. You're not gonna believe this. Natural 1.
I'll roll for.
God.
Do you want to roll for severity?
I'll roll for severity. What am I hoping for here? High or low?
High means it's very bad. Low means it's just mild.
Come on, you've been rolling low all session, baby. You can do it again. Nice and low. There's a 15.
Okay, that's quite severe. What's its attack? It's just a common grass snake, so
Snake
that's
is gonna
plus
fucking
2. Does a 17 hit you?
17 is my armor class, so
So
I
it
guess
does
it's a
hit
yes.
you. This adder just like bites onto, like just jumps out and bites onto your wrist, and it's just like hanging there now. It does 2 points of damage. And it's just hanging from your wrist.
God.
You deserve that. Don't.
I will hit it again.
Oh.
Okay, hit it.
Let me hit it again.
How? What are you hitting it with? And how?
Okay, initially I tried to whack it with my quarterstaff, but now that it's on me, I think I will simply I think I will simply attempt. Can I actually No, I will simply. I'm simply going to try to hit the snake on the head with my other fist.
Cool. Hit it.
Yeah, with my.
If you miss, you will hit yourself.
That's fine.
This is the worst place in the world.
I hate it here.
I do hate it here.
Okay, that should hit. That's a 17 to hit the snake.
I will hit the snake, the common
Okay,
grass
that would have
snake.
hit me, so the 17 better hit the goddamn snake. Okay, and it's an unarmed strike, so it's 7
It will kill. Yeah, it will kill it. It's a snake.
I
You,
go-
you smack it and it like dies, and its jaws unlock.
Okay.
Actually, it's an adder. They don't. You have to prise them off after a
I-
second.
Yeah, I pried
So
this fucking snake off me.
The other two watch as as Naomi puts like a finger in its mouth and like has to break it off.
Oh, this is the worst.
You guys have seen snakes, right?
I mean, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I hang it around my neck and I keep walking.
Feral. Absolutely feral. Is that the third F? Fucking idiot.
I think for the
I don't
first time this
understand.
whole game, Rose actually looks at Tennant with a look of like, oh my god, we are the only sane ones here.
It's perfectly good. Like,
Oh, you yelled and you fired a gun. I just realized.
cool.
That's not subtle at all. So you guys, what are you gonna say, Naomi? Go ahead.
Oh, just like I mean, yeah, it's like it's kind of tough and like rubbery, and you know, it's not great, but I mean, don't knock it till you've tried it.
I don't want to try it.
Okay,
As
Well-
bad armor.
okay. I'm gonna also search through this guy's pack if I can, see if
Oh.
there's anything useful. I want his
Sure.
bag, all his shit.
Make an investigation check.
Hell yeah! Come on, baby, give me all this guy's shit. Oh, I am proficient in that. Okay, that doesn't help me much. That's a 8.
Okay. 8 gets you. There's a basic hunting knife,
Love that. I was just thinking I need a knife.
and there is also a really roughly drawn map, and it looks like it's on like really busted up paper.
I pull out the map and I go, "Oh, you cheating sons of bitches! I
It's
fucking knew it."
it looks old. Actually, because you knew who they were, do you want to make me another history check there, Rose? As you look at the map, it has several different places on. It has one that's labeled Water Cavern.
I
And that
assume
one-
that's
There is one that is labeled Venomous Vines, which seems to be the one that you would, running your finger along, would be the one you're in.
this map is accurate.
There is several lines going off of that, indicating dead ends and like paths not to take, which does actually include the path to the right.
Ooh, maybe we have
Uh,
one.
The one going back the way, there is a cavern to your right now that is indicated as Ice Plain,
That would be the cold
and-
one.
and then one far behind you guys down the way that you came, labeled as the Oven. But notably, a few things going ahead. You notice one known as the Bone Jaws, which would be out the big tunnel at the front, and a couple off the side that seem to lead off into various small caverns, just like rest spot, open tunnels, long areas. And then far off, rooted, there is a small X marked along it. as well as far up it marks a place noted as Iron Doors, and one far off called Paradise Lost. I know I just threw a lot of you at you. I didn't actually manage to finish the map in time, so you won't get the graphic until tomorrow.
Somebody call Abby. Where's our map maker?
Yeah.
I can't without her. Oh no. Okay, there's a lot of things. This map you said looks like worse for wear, but does it look like old or like they've already gotten into a scuffle and it got like damaged?
It kind of looks like it's made out of not good quality, like cheap leather. Like it's not made from paper.
Okay.
What did you get on your history check, Rose?
That one.
That one. This sure be torn marine armor. Look at that blue symbol. Those are the wings of a torn marine.
Crazy.
Great.
She's just very hung up on this snake atrocity she just witnessed.
I literally just a snake like dangling like a boa.
She's like not even looking.
Tennant is staring at the dead snake, like glazed over.
It says back.
Okay.
Cool. So I point out we shouldn't go there. Ice plane. I'm still a little damp. I don't think that would be very fun. So we shouldn't do that. Oven also sounds bad. All of these sound like really bad, except for the iron doors. That's the only thing here that sounds like maybe not bad. You know? So, I'm so sorry. I know you said all of this just now, but like, the iron, where in relation to where we are the iron doors? Like, what will we have to pass through? Like,
You'd have to go back the way you came and up through the other side of the oven.
Okay. Well,
it seems to actually be like fairly ways up. There are lots of chambers that have like little scrawled notes, but like his handwriting is so whoever wrote this, his handwriting is so bad, like you cannot quite make it out. You can tell they're chambers, and there are lots of them in between all of these places, but you don't necessarily know what they contain.
okay.
Only the very large ones have only the very large ones have like names next to them, and then there are these two small locations off to either side of the map that have the names.
Okay. Okay. I think we should probably head toward, because like, okay. Ice plane sounds bad. Oven sounds bad. Bone jaws sounds bad. Paradise Lost sounds bad. So maybe the iron doors, maybe that will lead us out into another level or something else. Looking at the map of this, does this look like this can't be all there is, right?
It's not. Like there are like tunnels that are mapped out, but like there's nothing at the end.
Okay, because I'm like, this is not enough for this to be a complete map of this entire place. So this is not going to get us out or through, but this could get us to what's next.
Does Tennant recognize any of the names from like stories he might have heard about the ant farm?
Oh. Yeah, go ahead and make me an intelligence check.
He's so smart. Oh, that would drop.
Can I actually give Tennant inspiration for that one?
What do you do? Tell me how Rose inspires Tennant.
I think Rose kind of sees that Tennant is like really upset about this snake for some reason. And I think just in a moment of very out of character decency, she just kind of like puts a very hesitant hand on his shoulder. Kind of like gives a not a hard squeeze, like actually a nice squeeze. Just sort of silently like, I got you. What? You cut out.
Bonding over a snake. It's the raw intelligence.
You can make it a history if you want.
D6 to that.
And a d6. Okay, 12 plus 5 plus 2. 12 plus 5 is 17 plus 2 is 19? 19?
19. You think back, and you picture sitting on your grandpa's lap, and he was like, you just imagine him downs a glass of whiskey and slams it down and just goes, "Nothing ever came close to the time that I was running for my life. I just came across this pair of iron doors. Scared of my life. Went 2 steps inside. I decided to go back out and face my demons."
Yeah. Iron doors. Doors lead to other places. Get your hand off me.
Fine. Jesus.
Cool. Writing down I have a snake now.
Snake carcass.
Gotta keep track of it. Gotta keep track of all my stuff.
So when we die and someone loots the body, they'll just get a fucking dead snake.
They'll get a dead snake. Dead snakes, you know, the snake could be useful for a lot of things. If we have to scare a horse,
Sure.
there we go. They'll freak right out.
Interestingly, looking at this map, it looks like both Paradise Lost and the Iron Doors are on another level. Like, you would have to go up, at least if you're orientating this correctly. It would appear that somehow you have to get to the next level, but that is not listed here as how to get.
Okay. Well, I don't want to take the vines that are probably snakes. So I think we can start heading that direction and find another way.
You killed their friend. They'll be really upset.
They would be very upset with me. So I'd rather not do that. Cool.
I trust your gut.
Glad someone does. I'll start heading back out the way that we had come and start heading towards the oven, I suppose, that we have to pass through to get to the iron doors.
Do
I have that right?
Yeah, you have that right.
Not a psycho.
As you guys, you once more pass that cold chamber, the tunnel as that goes away, and you start to head down. You meet with the river, but as you do, there's a slight beeping noise coming from your glitter. As the glitter floats down between all of your heads, and just there's and this sort of screen is projected out. And a voice just comes through, and ladies and gentlemen, what a hectic first day we have had here. Twists, turns, and everything in between. Just a recap for you and all of the participants watching this at home. We must check in on the most exciting things that have happened today. Now, of course, everyone wants to know what's been happening here. Well, we took an early start as Doubt managed to quickly take care of the several bone nagger that he dropped in upon. Meanwhile, the deserter king managed to find himself in a spot of bother with several gorgons. But luckily, now all the gorgons have dents in them. Our other teams managed to make a few steady progress, and as you watch, there is images of a tiefling who is firing at these giant giant bone skeleton snakes that crawl across the ground. There is this bulky queen wearing a half-broken crown who is just beating the pulp out of this metal bull. And then it starts to show like clips of other teams who are like either that some of them are like swimming for their lives. You actually see a few in the jungle that you were just in being set upon by these giant toads.
Hey.
And you see a room that is like golden red and filled with burning embers as people like are being just collapsing from heat exhaustion as they try and cross it, fighting all the time. The voiceover continues and it goes, and of course a few of course a few ex-participants are of course constantly causing a little havoc, and the hunters were back out at it. And
Hunters?
You see images of a couple of random folks just dropping out of tunnel shafts and shooting a bunch of people who were sitting.
Oh my! This is like when you get to the end of a log flume and people can pay to shoot more water at you. This is what that is.
Beautiful metaphor, Diana.
The feeling that I'm feeling inside is the same feeling that I get when that happens to me at Six Flags.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're just adding, like, why? Like, why? I'm already wet. Why?
But of course, the highlight of today would have to be the demon child herself, taking out a whole 6 teams, and there is just an image of what looks to be about maybe an 11-year-old child sitting on an actual physical pile of bodies. In this sort of deserted, desert-like chamber. Filled with large rib-like structures and a jaw at one end.
Stay away from the bone jaws. We stay away from the bone jaws because there's an evil child. Stay away. I'm like marking where we're seeing all these people, where everything. Oh, this. Okay. Cool. 6 teams.
And the voice continues and is like, but we've got to go over to our sports correspondents now and see how everyone else is doing. And the feed cuts over to 2 old men who are just like, I think that the thing, and it cuts immediately.
Purely out of curiosity, did I recognize any of the faces I saw?
No.
Okay.
Did I recognize anybody from? I don't know. I do be in fighting circuits.
Yeah. You have seen the tiefling before a couple of times because he has come to bet on games, not that you've done, but more higher press things that you've been the warm-up act to.
Yeah.
His name is Doubt the Bounty Hunter.
Ooh.
You know, he's a very big spender. He is a violet tiefling.
Okay. Purple.
With a cowboy hat.
He's a bad mamma jamma. Fuck no, we stay away from him. Yeah, I am one of those guys, the bounty hunter guy, purple tiefling dude. Bad news. He's a tough son of a bitch, yeah. So we should probably steer clear best we can. Let someone else soften him or take him out.
Hopefully that terrifying child will do that.
Hopefully. Best case scenario, they both throw rocks at each other and they hit each other on the head lethally at the same time. But
That would be nice,
I don't
wouldn't
think we can count on that.
No.
Meantime, we should probably stay away from the bone jaws.
Can I just very quickly, the person we saw with like the broken crown, did they have any kind of imagery on them that was familiar to me? Like, or did it seem like a wrestling persona?
No, they did have a cloak on that did have a symbol, which was a sword above a large W, like a very ornate W. You don't recognize the symbol
Okay.
at all, but it looked like an actual royal sigil and not just like a plaything.
Interesting.
Cool. That was on the deposed king guy, right?
Queen. She.
Queen. Yep, never mind. Wrote that down wrong. Okay.
Gender is a contract.
This is true. So true.
Were you shown on the screen at any point?
Yeah. But it was an image of Rose and Tennant falling and hitting the ground.
Amazing.
And then Naomi's face just looking absolutely mortified, absolutely disgusted. She's like, you can see her swearing, but like the conductor is talking, so the footage is muted. But she's so clearly swearing at you two.
Well, okay. Quite happy plan to be on TV, but
Yeah.
listen, he looks at Rose. Your family might not come after you, but mine will. And if you want to get out of here, we gotta get on TV.
All right. What do you have like a strategy, or is that just sort of an observation?
Strategy is be entertaining.
Do you want me to play a song?
No, your songs are terrible.
It's not true. That's you just lying now.
No,
If you're gonna be rude, at least be honest about it.
I'm honestly saying that they're honestly terrible.
Question. From what I've seen of the games before, do I think that whatever the fuck these two have going on might be entertaining enough to get on TV?
You weren't ever really like a strict watcher. You sort of just knew. So like, you like what you saw was usually like the quote unquote clip show at the end of the season where it was like, these are the best fights.
Highlight reels.
Yeah, like you were like, I don't want to watch people suffer for 13 weeks straight.
Yeah.
I idea, obviously not from watching, but just from the company that I kept, and what they talk about.
They love suffering. They love drama. I mean, I'm trying to think of this the nicest way. They are bad people.
Sure.
Like her dad would happily have someone tortured at dinner for the entertainment.
Who's dead?
Her
Not
dad.
mine.
Solid.
I'm just not saying names because spoilers.
Sure. All right, but do I get the sense that like these are people who enjoy like petty romantic drama, or on the other hand, as a player, like a will they won't they kind of? Or
I mean,
should we just murder it? Just
they probably would enjoy it as much as anyone enjoys a good bit of trash TV.
sure. Not me. I would never. Anyway,
You got it, babe.
go to vibes. I'm so sorry, folks at home. I've been watching a lot of Love Island. All right. I just kind of look at Tennant with the look of somebody who wants to die. And I'm actually, I'm gonna use message for this, and I'm gonna to both Naomi and to Tennant say, all right, listen, these people, they love a show, and I think if we play into this, into kind of like motions at Tennant very aggressively, don't make that face at me.
It's not.
I don't want to do this. You just said put on a show. If we're gonna put on a show, we should use what we have. I'm just saying, this is what we have. Naomi, unless you want to start a torrid forbidden romance.
I will pass.
Sure.
Yeah.
Kill people.
I'm good.
Okay, do you want to just go hunt innocent people down?
No, if you want to get my pants again, just say it. Don't pretend that you want to do a show.
I am not trying to. Believe me, this could not be farther from that. This is me trying to get us home. I will
All
happily leave you here
All
if you
right,
would rather
Rosie.
stay.
Okay. Not gonna happen, Dave.
Kidnap to me. This isn't even.
Listen, if that's if you want that, if that's your strategy, that's your strategy. My strategy is to actually, I don't really have one. I'm used to a very big part of my act is approaching people, insulting their girlfriends, drinking their drink. Oh, they hate it when you do that. And goading them into the ring because they think they can take me. But in here, everyone is at least talented enough that it would be entertaining to watch them fight and die. So I don't know if that's going to work.
I mean, statistically, there has to be someone in here with a girlfriend.
What?
You just said that's it.
Huh?
What?
Oh, yeah, true. That's true. Never mind. I was thinking of something else. Sorry. I was confused. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You said put on
Yeah.
a show. That's what I know.
I can try. I mean, if we get really desperate, we can all sit around the campfire and spill our guts, you know?
Really rather not do that. I've listened to this one bitch and moan enough in my life that I think I've got my fill of it. So.
My insinuation was that we gotta kill people. And we've got to leave our morals at the door a little bit. Alright? So your Kenku friend, yeah? Dead.
Hey.
Everyone else, dead. No trying to, I'm a princess, don't hurt me. Right? No trying to talk smart with everyone. These people want to watch killing. That's what you've got to do. And if you want to snog, just say, okay?
That is not saying. Gods.
This is all very... You know, I haven't actually, killed another person in a fight before. I'm gonna be very upfront about that. You're really not supposed to kill the other guy, because if you do, their manager comes and they break your knees. So...
Darling, you and I fight in very different circles then.
Yeah, I'm starting to gather that. Okay, I think if this is the end of the day, I think that we should just rest here for the night and then keep going first thing when we wake up. Does that sound good to everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Just
you're
settle
resting
down.
at the crossroads, or are you gonna go down a little way?
I'd like to rest at the crossroads because I'd like to keep an eye on everything around me.
Okay.
Don't like...
I'm assuming we're taking watches.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Can I have a watch order then? There are only 3 of you, by the way. So you will have to risk a 2-hour period.
Oh, God. Okay. I guess I can go first. And then do we want the 2-hour period to be like the 3rd quarter? Because it's before people would start to wake up, but after hopefully everybody would have gone to bed, if they're reasonable.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. That's just my guess. I mean, between the hours of like 2 and 4 a.m., it's kind of just dead, so...
I'll do second watch then.
I'll go last.
All right. Can I have a perception check, please, Chaser?
You may.
Every time you say Chaser, I think you're saying Jason, and I'm always like, oh, it's Jason.
I keep thinking that too, and that's my brother's name, so I get really confused. It's gonna be an 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
You don't see anything. as the night progresses on.
Sick.
And you wake up, Tenant.
Yep.
You're woken up by Naomi. Just digs you in the
Just kinda-
stomach.
I'm just like, hey, you're up. And I
broke a rib today.
I just roll over.
Perception check.
14.
14. You don't see anything as your night progresses. There's like a slight cricket noise as a cricket the size of a dog walks past in the distance.
Just like ducks down behind Chaser.
And your shift comes to an end. You fall asleep for 2 hours. And during those 2 hours, nothing happens. And you wake up there. Rose, Roshin, you wake up and the tunnel's dark and cold and quiet. You hear the splashing of water from the river, the waterfall in front of you. The running of the river. Make a perception check.
$11.
Lots of echoes in here. You swear in the distance you hear someone shout. But
Does it
nothing comes up.
sound like a scream or like words shouting, even if I can't make out the words?
Sounds more like just a shout, like you'd shout at a friend
Okay.
from across the street.
I'm gonna try to hunker down a little bit, maybe even like stealth if I can. Just keep an eye out.
Sure.
Give me to roll for stealth.
Yep. I would. In fact.
Oh, that's great. That's a 24.
You feel pretty unseen. Your two friends are currently sleeping out in the open, but you're good. As you wake up the other two, you've successfully taken a long rest, everybody. Only a giant cricket.
Only a giant cricket. Cool. When I wake up, I would like to check over all of our stuff to make sure nothing's missing. See if we can get in the night.
Everything seems pretty in order.
Cool. My snake.
Your snake is there.
Very important to me.
Tied it in a knot around your bow staff.
God.
Yeah, honestly. What? Just, I mean...
Like we're going to eat it, not tie it in a knot.
Well,
Just
I'm not hungry right now.
No, performative.
Not hungry yet.
What? It's gonna rot.
Yeah.
In a few days.
Naomi, please.
Until then, it's...
Raised you.
No one! Why do you think I'm like this?
Ah. Makes sense. Yeah, checks out.
Yeah. Well, I was raised by somebody who, didn't really care. So, yeah. You get your own food, and sometimes it's a snake. I don't know.
Saying it's fucking weird.
Alright, well, that's your opinion.
As a unrelated note, when I was on watch, I did hear some sort of shouting coming from that direction. Nothing ever came up here, but
What
we
were,
might have.
what were they shouting?
I just sort of sat like it wasn't words so much. It was just sort of
Mother Shine. Oh my god, it's a big fucking cricket.
What? Did you say a big cricket?
It's a lot of protein.
Naomi. I'm so
just
upset with you.
kidding.
You know what? I
Can't even do
understand
the
now
accent,
why
I'm so
that
mad.
fish.
That's a lot of protein.
Yeah, the fish wasn't good, my love, and I understand now.
I never said I was. You don't have to cook crickets. They're just as they are, you know?
I will do the cooking from now on. All right.
All right.
All right.
I would love to peek over the edge of the waterfall real quick and see if I see the drow that I saw before. See if they're still there.
No drow.
Just well, all right. Either they got past us, or they went back, or they died. Who's to say? Cool.
The crossroads we're at, are we near the ice plane section
No,
at all?
that's back the way. You'd have to go back.
No worries.
You're at the river and the smoke tunnel.
Gotcha.
Cool. Do you want to try to go towards the oven?
I mean, no, but of the options.
No, but
Yes.
yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. Start walking that away.
All right. As you walk for about an hour, and you actually pass a tunnel going to your left that's not marked on the map.
Interesting. Hear anything or?
It looks like it goes down, goes upwards and off towards the right.
Oh. I mean, this might be a way around. Okay, I start walking up towards down this mystery tunnel.
Okay. So you start walking down that mystery tunnel.
Yeah.
It keeps going along for another 30 minutes until you can barely see. Your dark vision pulls up, and
Fuck.
do all of you have? Yeah, all of you have dark vision, I think. As you look through and see this grayscale world, and something squelches beneath your foot, and as you look down, you see a bed of mushrooms.
Oh.
And something seems to
Protein.
start to glow from up ahead.
Does this seem like anything that I've seen from home?
Make me a nature check.
14.
Spire mushrooms glow that same sort of purple. You used to use them back home as lamplights.
Do I know if they have any kind of if they're any kind of threat, or if they're just
They're
glowing
mushrooms. They're glowy mushrooms. They taste funny, electric-y, very iron rich.
Oh, we can eat these. Oh, this is a bad idea. Naomi, since I know you like eating things that live on the ground so much, I think if these are from home, we can eat these. Again,
Yeah.
I mean, if they're not, they might just kill us. But back home we have mushrooms that glow this same sort of purple. And
Okay, I'm no mushroom expert, but I usually, if something glows, it's like, do not eat me or I'll kill you.
I'm not gonna. I mean, I don't know. The ones at home, we used to eat them sometimes, and we're fine. I mean, they taste sort of odd, but they weren't poisonous or anything.
We don't have to eat them. But
harvest a few mushrooms. Picks a few and puts them in his coat pockets.
yeah, same. I'll hang on to a few mushrooms. They seem cool.
Well, also.
I
Okay.
prefer not to eat strange mushrooms unless we're desperate, but you know.
Sure. But
Add-
we might be. You never know.
Each of you add a handful of mushrooms to your inventory and level 1 mushrooms, right? So I know which fruit they came from.
I see. For a minute, I was like, "Damn, these mushrooms got to level up." Like we're level 4 and they're only level 1. What? No.
The tunnel does continue up towards a brighter glow, and a sort of thick air you can feel coming up. Not dissimilar to the feeling that you had in the jungle, but colder.
Okay. I'll follow it very cautiously.
As you step up onto the thing, you blink a little bit as you're greeted with a large cavern. Massive, in fact. A large pillar stands in the center, branching up towards the ceiling. And it is just coated with mushrooms. Some must be 50 feet across, and they all are luminescent, glowing purples and whites and blues. There's a dark red one that seems to pool, and in the center, a large lake seems to spring up as water pools down from all of the mushrooms dripping into it.
That water. You know, I bet you would certainly experience things if you drank it. None of them would probably be good though. Can I look in the pool?
Sure. As you walk through the space, you pass like crisp mushrooms that glow deep yellows, and you smell the air, and it smells kind of salty. And as you reach it, you realize that water is the source of it. Whatever this water is that's pouring off these mushrooms, it seems to be salt water.
Is it briny? That's weird. Wonder what's up there. Who's to say? Nothing good.
Probably fine.
Who's to say? Do I see anything funky in the pool, or is it just a pool of water?
Seems to be a pool of water. I mean, this room is just completely coated in mushrooms from the ceiling to the floor as you walk through the forest.
Okay. Interesting.
There seem to be other tunnels here, but you can't quite tell.
Wait, so there are other tunnels around the
Edge. Yeah. Actually, make a perception check for me. Go ahead.
Okay, for sure. Let's do it. It's a natural 1. +3 for a total of 4.
You are so distracted by how many mushrooms there are.
So many goddamn mushrooms. It's going.
How many of these are edible?
Be gone. Vanished. Fuck.
Can I glance around and look for signs that anybody has been in here recently?
Make an investigation check.
12.
12. You're looking around, and just off to the edge, you see a single boot.
Like just a shoe? A boot?
Just a shoe. Just a shoe.
Have you all seen the just single shoe sitting here very ominously? Out of curiosity?
Ominous shoe.
Ominous shoe. Can I pick it up and see if there's a foot in the shoe?
Oh god.
You pick it up. no foot in the shoe. It's a shoe.
Nothing in there. Somebody lost this. They were either going in a hurry or they weren't around to care about it.
Or they got eaten by a giant mushroom.
Or they got eaten by a giant mushroom. This is a possibility. This is definitely a possibility. For sure, for sure.
He kicks a couple of the bigger mushrooms to check if they're monstrous.
The mushrooms don't eat you.
This time.
Yes.
Interesting.
Is there any like blood on it or anything, or is it just clean?
Just a shoe.
Just a shoe. Stick this in my bag as well, because you never know when you're gonna need a good shoe. You never know when somebody might lose a shoe.
Add a shoe to your inventory.
I'm one step ahead of you.
You gotta put suspicious shoe in your inventory.
Suspicious. Ominous.
Or even better, shoe question mark.
Question mark, question mark, question mark? Interesting. Very interesting.
Mimic.
Fuck you.
We're just talking about this on Saturday. You can't do this.
You're not gonna trick me again. Not again.
Bored of mushrooms and is just storming ahead.
Can I very quickly just look up and make sure there isn't anybody like that's been yanked up and is hanging there and their shoe fell off or anything funky?
No. You looking up, you can't see anyone just at first glance. There's lots of mushrooms up there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't see anything that's like distinct though. It does just look like mushrooms up there.
Sure. Yeah, maybe we should go.
As you go around the large column in the center, at the far end, you actually see an actual staircase that seems to lead up to a large door.
I
Go up
would
it.
love a real staircase. That would be great.
There's a bunch more mushrooms and a large rock covered in fungus in front of it.
In front of the door?
In front of the staircase.
Oh. Is it like blocking the staircase?
Yeah.
Can I poke the rock with my shoe? Please don't eat me.
I have a very strong feeling that I have a very strong feeling it might be something that's
The mushroom crunches up.
No.
And a large rock-like arm pushes down and just goes, oh, kicking me. Oh. Oh, and there's a yawn as it stretches and crooks its neck, and turns slowly. And you see this large creature rocks for a face. You can sort of see flesh below it as it's caked in. A large portion of its face has got a deep red scar down the side of it that extends all the way to its chest, with a large blast wound is. Old wound, dusted over as it slowly turns, clearly blind in one eye, mushrooms just out of everything. As it slowly turns and just goes, oh, breakfast already. I feel like I just ate dinner.
It's gonna eat me!
Oh,
Yeah, you want breakfast? And I take the fucking snake off my quarters.
Jesus.
You hungry?
There's a big cricket! Run away!
big cricket. I'm not in the mood for crickets or snake. I usually eat them the rest of the year. Ooh. He rubs its eyes and slowly leans out. It's got two, like, horns made from rock, and it detaches one of them and, like, cleans a mushroom off the side and reattaches it, and the rock seems to, like, meld back in as it rolls its shoulders and just looks down and just goes, "What do we have on the menu today? An Eladrin, half-elf, spice, and a..." Orange eyes, gray skin. pulls up a knee and puts its elbow on it and leans its chin and just looks and goes, "You look especially tasty."
Been told that before. I'd rather not.
Is there anything we can do to convince you to not try to eat us? And I hold up the boot because it looks like you had a decent meal not too long ago.
Dwarfs play havoc with my digestion, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. Tell me a good tale and maybe I'll let you pass. I do like to know names. What are your names before I have my meal, though?
Chaser. Good to meet you.
Chaser. Appropriate. I suppose I should consume you last.
Not really what that's about, but all right.
Glittery one.
Rose kind of like straightens a little bit and goes, "Crown Lady Roisin of the Oaks. My friends call me Rose, so you pick which of those. Appropriate."
Glittery one.
Fair.
And
Crowcole. Lieutenant Crowcole.
there is a broken smile and goes, Protocol. And it reaches one hand over to the large blast mark on its chest and pulls it up to its face and just goes, I haven't heard that name in 50 years. The bastard made it out then. Was it your daddy? Grandpappy? Great-grandpappy? I don't know. You will die so fast.
Can I shoot it?
Do you want to shoot it?
Yes!
Okay, shoot it. Roll an attack first.
Can I shoot it with the musket?
Yeah.
It's 22.
We'll hit him.
All right.
And I would like everyone to roll me initiative. And I'm going to record it because that's where we're going to leave today's session.
Amazing. Okay. What is the D12? Oh, I got it. Oh wait, do you want me to roll damage on the shot?
Yeah, roll damage for me.
Okay, 11 plus 5, so 16 points of damage, and I rolled a 9 on my initiative.
Okay. What did everyone else get on their initiative?
13.
19. I don't know what's happening. This 3 fucking combats in a row.
You guys have been in the exact same order every time. No matter what happens, it's been the exact same.
I have a plus 5 to my initiative, and I have not rolled above a 10 the entire session.
This is the way, I suppose.
Jeez.
Rose, Tenant seized initiative because they took the surprise action, and he goes there. As he laughs as the bullet blasts into his cheek, and you just see like oozing flesh bleed, and he just goes, My name is Khan, and I will be your consumer today. But yeah, that was our first session. I hope everyone had a good time and that everyone at home enjoyed it.
Hope so. Enjoy our pain. You sick, sadistic bastards. No better than the people watching the ant farm.
Oh no, don't go meta on us.
Diana.
Now.
Oh no, the Matrix is folding in. All right. Well, as always, thank you guys all for watching. If you want to find us, you can find us at the usernames below on all platforms. I'm pretty sure we're all pretty unified, except Diana, who is having a character battle with Twitter.
I am. I'm a hot mess express, people. I need help.
You can also, of course, follow us as Starlight Tales on Twitter. And also follow, I'm gonna forget names and words right now because my brain did just do a stutter. Hold up, putting it back in first gear, trying to get it up again.
You got this, you got this.
Okay, cool. Please go follow all of our accounts and those things. This video and all of our other VODs are available on my channel the next day at 4 o'clock Central European time, which I think is like 11 a.m. EST.
Probably. Sounds about right.
Big thank you to our stream producer tonight, Art Pleb, who is amazing, and you should follow them. And they have amazing streams that they run. That it's Fiends and Friends. Thank you. And please go follow them because their shows are also amazing. So, as for that, I think we have nothing else to add. We'll see everyone on Saturday, and we'll see the cast of...
Here we go. I did just want to say, I know we've got some new friends here, so if you don't know, we have a Space Pirate campaign Saturdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's a great time.
So fun.
They just arrived back at like the port of scum and villainy that is their home, so...
We're gonna get murdered by a gang.
Probably. Woohoo!
They have managed to piss off not one, but 2 different space mafia organizations.
And the cops.
And the cops.
Space cops.
It's wild. So join us for that, and we'll see you then. But for now, bye-bye, guys.